Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. Once again, we're seeing North American stock futures back to the upside this morning in a big way. In fact, the S&P just surpassing 3% as we sit here just after 9 o'clock Eastern time. We had reports from Bloomberg out late yesterday that U.S. President Trump planning a $1 trillion infrastructure spending bill. We also have reports this morning of a possible steroid treatment with success when it comes to treating COVID-19 patients. The report on the infrastructure spending suggesting that most of the money is going to go towards traditional work, roads, bridges, things of that nature, but some money going to be reserved for 5G wireless infrastructure as well. As a result, some tech names moving to the upside this morning. We also have all the travel companies back in positive territory, airlines, cruise lines, even some of the casino and hotel names back to the upside this morning. We're watching shares of electric car maker NIO up 8% so far in the pre-market. Hertz Global also back to the upside in a big way this morning after that big move down yesterday following that share offering we were talking about. Going to be an interesting session. 1,000 points for the Dow right now to the upside. It is Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. TraderTV.live starts now. And there we go. Look at the APAC region markets from overnight. Yeah, big time moves to the upside right across the Asian markets here. You can see Korea there, 5% to the upside. Japan, Australia also 4+% into positive territory. Let's go over to Europe and see how things are shaping up so far. Yeah, same story. Big time positive numbers right across the board here. Let's check out North American futures heading towards the open here. You can see, yeah, S&P just surpassing that 3% mark. The Dow 3.25% to the upside. TSX futures here in Toronto about 2.5% to the upside. Brazil's open trading up about 3% so far. You can see big move up in crude this morning, 3.5%. We had oil down about that much yesterday, so a lot of the energy names back to the upside today, and gold also at the bottom there in positive territory. So this news just coming out, guys. Good morning. As we were sitting here a couple minutes ago, suggesting that a steroid treatment now is showing some success when it comes to treating severe cases, I guess was the wording of COVID-19, lending to another little tick higher for the futures. But this spending bill also going to be on everyone's mind so far this morning.
Yeah, infrastructure is definitely big. I'm just happy because this will save the baseball season because they don't have to worry about any negative issues for health because everybody's on steroids there. So maybe they're on this one as well. Look, the market is strong here. We already had yesterday when, just the Fed simply doing or explaining exactly how they were going to do that bond purchasing, which we already knew was coming, gave the market a bump. And then, of course, the spending bill. It feels like this was just the last little thing in the powder keg here to get us really, really going here. And the watch list of names that are bumping to the upside or at prices in breakouts is quite long. So there's going to be a heck of a lot to get to today. A lot of names are going to be in play. If you watch gappers today, the number of 10% moves is absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to be all over the place, but there's some names that we're comfortable with that I know we're going to jump right into.
Yeah, I mean, look at this imbalance look here. And hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't know. I think it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and the market's ripping up here. Look at NIO here, 2.3 billion, 2.1 million shares. These are all buys. So we got a big buy side action today. Neil talked about oil, Oxys here, DNR. There's a bunch of different names on the board. Delta, BAC. We just keep going. Here's one that I'm interested in, of course. Macy's down here, $8.23. Wowzers. Was not expecting that. Look, up 3%. Yeah, we've seen this hope before. Like a lot of you traders out there, we're going to be hands on the keyboard and wait to see what does happen here. I think it's obviously a little overheated. I mean, Tesla's at 1,020 right now. The market just keeps going up. But hey, look, this is the problem if you're short. There is going to be a cure. There is going to be treatment for COVID at some point. And every day, if you're short, you kind of hope that it's not that next day. And then today, now you come in with the $1 trillion, like Brendan talked about there, and a possible treatment. So yeah, the market's going to be booming upside, and look at names like Disney as well, guys. I mean, some of these travel names obviously going nuts. I prefer to trade Disney today and Macy's, but we have a watch list, so we're going to get to that, Brendan.
Yeah, usual suspects on that imbalance locator this morning, top to bottom. We saw yesterday sells right across the entire board there, but this morning the exact opposite in a big way. Let's have a look at what's coming up throughout the morning this morning. Yeah, we have a brand new educational video going to be released on trade prep. Obviously, a very, very important topic when it comes to being prepared to go to the market each and every day. So brand new educational video coming out around 11:50. We'll throw that, Valeria will throw that link in the chat for you to have a look at our latest educational video over on Market Wisdom. Before we go over to Valeria to say good morning, let's have a look at the top traders here at Day Trade the World. We have access to lots of markets all over the world. You can see 5 figures right across the entire board here yesterday. A lot of it coming from Europe, Amsterdam, Brussels, Milan, Paris, Vienna. $24,000 on that combination. More European markets here. You got to go down to $22,000 before you get into some of the U.S. Markets, the Amex, CME, NASDAQ, and New York there. But yeah, another very, very positive day here at Day Trade the World. So we like to promote the fact that we have access to so many markets right across the globe. Let's go over to the desk and say good morning to Valeria.
Good morning and hello everyone. Welcome to the live trading show. Guys, please subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. And please like this video. Your support is very important for us. Well, let's have a great trading day together, and I'll see you later. Back to Brandon.
Going to be a busy one, that is for sure. We will do our best to make it a profitable one. We'll jump first, guys, into some of the travel names moving around yet again this morning. It's going to be a busy day, obviously. The travel names we've been talking about, the group that's going to benefit the most from the economy starting to reopen, people getting back in airplanes, hotels, things of that nature. So, I mean, pick one of these names. They're going to be up between, 5 and 10+% at this point. I had a look at AAL and UAL earlier this morning, both just grinding to the upside in the pre-market. No significant news. There were a couple of price target increases in this group this morning, but no significant news otherwise, guys. Just positivity right across the board.
Yeah, 5 to 10. I mean, 12% on American, and Carnival was 12% as well when I just looked. That report that came out of the positive study in that steroid drug, I'm not going to pronounce it correctly, dexamethasone, whatever you want to call it, that actually bumped some of these through pre-market tops on American Airlines, pullback through but 18 looks like the first level of support, but I had written down for American 1860 and 1805. We're already bouncing off that second level on the way back in. So you can probably throw a lot of the levels out. This is one of those days where I'm going to want to see the opening range come in here, certainly, and then maybe jump into some of these names. I know American specifically, and sometimes Carnival the last little bit has been a better trade if you allow it to open up and then give you a couple of minutes worth of action. So that's going to be my plan in American Airlines, especially if we can hold 18. If it gets one of those little dips, immediately sells off and then finds a bid, that could be an interesting situation for me. Or if it just starts falling off of a cliff, busting through that, and then has some trouble getting back through 18. That's a couple of ways I can play that level, but I'm not going to do it in the pre-market.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I know, I agree. And that's like yesterday, I went short Boeing 176 right off the open. Hey, what up, Davide? We'll do a big fireworks for that. Thank you for that. We appreciate, there's the fireworks. We appreciate that on the super chat. €5. Not bad, not bad. Hopefully we'll be traveling to Europe soon, and we'll put those €5 in our pocket. Thank you so much, Davide, for that one. Best trading show ever. Hey, well, we'll take it. Okay, 2150 right here, guys, on CCL. That's been a level that's been a little bit of a pin today. We bounced off it a couple times before obviously getting that news, and then bang to the upside off of that. So again, I don't want to buy the hype. I'd rather sell the hype, but I want to see what the hype does. So we're going to wait to see here off the open, but 2150 on CCL, that's normally a name that I like to trade. We'll take that. It closes 1950 yesterday. The one thing though, Brendan, I did want to bring up, we have a bunch of new icons here on our charting software, so I have to find this thing. We were up higher, like CCL Dow was at 26 just 5 days ago, right? So the fact that today it's at 22 doesn't get me super excited. You think with this news we would be, you know, well above this? Remember, we did have that 1,800 point down day here, which I believe was probably this one when that happened. But now you're going to be taking out 25, not today. So let's look to see this, man. I mean, we had a problem here 23 last time, so we're at 22 now. So let's wait to see if we get up as high as 23. I will be selling this thing and through 2150. But this is the daily chart, guys. So it's been a fun ride so far. Let's see what happens with more of these travel stocks today.
All right, let's talk about Hertz Global next here, guys. We had the news yesterday. Obviously, they had to get approval for a stock offering that ended up being around $1 billion worth for the company. They came out in advance of that and said, just as fair warning, in their own words, guys, they'll need a miracle to avoid complete wipeout if you were planning on getting in on that share offering. So they did issue that warning before that did happen. But here we go again, guys, on Hertz, 13% now to the upside here just this morning.
I mean, all things being relative, right? I mean, you know, the stock it bottomed out at like $1.80. We had a run off the open to about 270 when it finally got sold yesterday off of the open. So, you know, for me, patience is going to be the name of the game here. It's crazy to me that they even need to make that kind of a warning in a situation like this. But these are unprecedented times. Hertz is no different. You know, if it runs into about 240 in the first couple of minutes here, and there's any kind of buying into that price, and once we roll over, I'll try to sell that one. If it does the same move to 270, same sort of thing, but catch it on the way down, not the way up, I think is the way to go here on Hertz. There does seem to be some chop whenever it gets to that, you know, $1.90 to $2 range. So just sort of watch out there and have some targets to get out in front of that. But like, it's going to be the same story for me as it's been the last few sessions on Hertz. I'll find places to short it, and I'll be willing to hold shorts and run that as a trend trade. But if I'm taking any longs, they're only ever going to be short term, in and out, that kind of thing, off an obvious area of support. That's about it. I don't want to be holding Hertz too long in any situation.
Hey, I'm still here. Okay, yeah, this was a car crash on Hertz. So here comes a little bang. There it is. You're driving those Hertz car rentals. Shout out to Puya. Thank you, Puya. There, we'll look at Plug right now. Yeah, Plug is normally a name that we talk about when there is news, but today up to 300,000 shares. So a nice little move happening here in Plug today. The electric car, Plug Power, right? So they have a bunch of different deals in a bunch of countries with, you know, their electric batteries and whatnot. So we're going to see here 550. Take a quick look at Plug here on the daily chart. Yeah, okay. Actually, this does look nice, Puya. So we are breaking out right now. So I think once you get through a lot of this garbage, you break out here, and then it runs to 6, and then we see if it takes out the top. I do like this name. Good little look here on Plug Power. So, and I agree, man. Don't have FOMO today. I think we've done a good job of talking about that, and make sure that you do still have your bear hat on a little bit. We can't get too crazy here for what's happening with this market. It is up a lot, guys. 2.7% on the S&P, Brendan. This is
hey, cheers, lousy gamer. Thanks for that. Paying for that little coffee there.
Yeah, lousy. Oh, that's a Singapore dollar. Yeah, I see that Singapore dollar. Thank you, lousy gamer. Yeah, we'll take that. I think Singapore dollar is close to 1-to-1 on a CAD. We'll have to look at that. What's up, Brendan?
Yeah, there was an interesting note on that Plug this morning as well. A couple, and I think it was 2 or 3 different analysts initiating coverage on Plug, so that electric kind of group ever growing to become bigger. Let's go to Luckin, guys, a name that we haven't really looked at for a week or so. They announced this morning they're going to delay filing their annual financial report, pointing to delays in preparation of said report because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I don't know, that seems a little bit too convenient to me, but here we go. Anyways, 8.5% on that news this morning, guys, to the upside.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for me not to short Luckin today. On that news and up 8%. You know, I was sort of basically looking at a 440 level initially. I mean, the daily chart, I'm going to throw that one out there, but it had a hard reversal off this price in the afternoon, and then we're basically consolidating, sort of bouncing up and down around that 440 mark right now. So I think that's not a bad place to take a shot here around the open, 450 top, maybe not even give it to the high of day. You know, it's one of those trades where I think you turn around and you capitulate. If 460 goes, you might get a nice little breakout trade that makes some of that money back if you lose on that initial short. But it's going to be hard for me to look at that news, market up like this. And you know, I kind of feel like if it is going to in fact be an up day, then I think you might still see some selling in names like this, where you might put that money into better places. So again, I'm not even predicting we're going to be up from here, but on that chance, it's not Luckin that I'd be betting on.
Remember, guys, Luckin has not filed for bankruptcy. They're just being delisted. That's what they're trying to fight right now. So, okay, I did want to give a shout out here. So we on my Twitter here right now at TraderTV Sean, we all have them. Here's me tweeting out 32 minutes ago about that COVID, and Neil pronounced it well there. Dexamethasone. Okay, that's not bad.
I don't know.
That's right there. And then here's a little inside picture here. We gave you a little back. There's Neil. Neil, I don't know if you saw this. I got you sipping coffee there. Valeria hard at work, 8:20. So if you want some back, you know, what do they call this? Behind the scenes footage here. Check us all out on Instagram and on Twitter as well. So that's my Twitter handle. But okay, yeah, what we were talking about was luck, and Neil did a great job there. I see some talk. I don't know if we have it on our board in our watch list, but Tesla, yeah, you guys are right. Tesla bouncing up here again, over $1,000. Look, I did want to talk about Tesla just because of yesterday. This move yesterday bottomed at 909, okay? We closed roughly, I mean, we didn't close up here, but 998 was the high yesterday, with then a close at 989. So we traveled 10% here in this monster yesterday. So to say that it's going to be active today, yeah, it's going to be active today. And right now, Tesla bouncing around, looking to get through this VWAP. I do love this trade again through VWAP 1014. But again, when the market's coming up this much and you're heated, I'm not sure if we want to take out Tesla, but watch it getting through some of this 1014. That's where VWAP is. We're looking at a 1-minute chart for those of you that are asking, guys.
Yeah, there was a couple of things, was definitely on our list this morning. There was a couple of things on Tesla. They said they're going to reduce the cost of their Model S long range in the U.S. By $5,000. They also claim now, guys, that that car, the Model S long range, has a 400, let me double check just to make sure, yeah, 402 mile per charge range, which is just mind-boggling if that is actually legit. But yeah, Tesla back on watch, obviously back above that $1,000 level as well. Let's talk about the other one, NIO, N-I-O, up 8% as well this morning, guys. They completed an offering after market yesterday of 72 million American depository shares at $5.95, which is obviously a bit of a discount on where we are trading today.
I know, right? Like, I'll take a 25%
over here.
there. Yeah, well, obviously, you know, we've been sort of talking about this one initially, I think, on a 350 to 380 breakout, and then again through $6. So, you know, Neil again making another push to the upside. I'm going to be prepared for a little bit of a dip. In this name, I think 675 will be the first stop down as we sort of maybe gravitate back down towards some more recent prices, and that's the first leg that I'm looking at to see if we can run into a little bit of support at that price. It was a good price in the afternoon. 750 obviously is a nice round number, and that's the sort of top that we're looking at right now. It wouldn't be crazy to me that if we could somehow hold this range, which I don't think a 10-cent range will be likely in the first few minutes, but if we did do that, I think you'd have a chance to quickly do a scalp short if you got direct market access in front of 50 with a break for that through that price. But I'm more likely looking at 675 on a pullback.
I did want to give a shout out here to TGS. So LJ Chambers Lawson, thank you for that 10 spot there. That's very, very nice of you. And yeah, tactic growth strategies. Check that out. But we are going right now, guys. Yeah, good look there. I'm still trying to watch this Tesla. The stock was NIO. I just written down there up. On my board here, just take it long, because we took the break yesterday at 680, and that was cash. You could see yesterday, where was that break? I think it was just as the show was over here. We broke through the high of the day. Yeah, it was right here, 675. Sorry, we broke through that just as the show was ending. Just as I said, we went long here and then took this all the way up. That was such a fantastic trade before failing at 7. So today you get that bump up over $7. I talked about this yesterday. I said, why would you not buy this company when they have continue to have the Chinese backing? And if you just did that yesterday, you know, you'd be up 10 or 15% yesterday, or today. So now you get another 8 on NIO. So look for upside here. NIO is the company. NIO is your ticker.
Another big one to the upside here, guys. Another Chinese name as well. IQIYI, a little online video platform company. Apparently Tencent Holdings interested in picking up a majority stake in this company. IQ up 40%, pushing 40% here, $27 at the top of the range in the pre-market. Baidu is currently the majority stake owner of this company. So apparently Tencent Holdings dealing with Baidu, trying to come up with some sort of deal.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I see this type of speculation, I'm always just looking to see where the floor might be on any kind of on a pullback here. But it's interestingly enough, putting in some solid pre-market ranges. I was watching 26.20 early in the morning before it had a bit of a breakout, but then it turned into a bit of a pivot around this price here, 30 or 40. 26 even looks like an interesting break if it ever comes to the downside. And I think from there, I was already looking at about the low 25 for a nice little bounce point. There was a little bit of a buyer at that price as well. So I'm usually looking to pick bottoms when you get this type of speculation. It feels like 8 or 9 times out of 10 when the market opens, you can see these get sold off a little bit.
Yeah, what is that high? 27.50 there on the daily. We just check out IQ there. Look, Tencent, we just talked about Chinese name there, Neo, and now you get this name popping through. And yeah, it's going to be a good one again. Look at this, 27. This is that level we were looking at back in February, 27.50. We're staring that in the face. It's at 26.50 right now. So yeah, take that on this blowout to the upside, up 38%, maybe not even enough. American money needs to get into these Chinese names. And with Baidu and Tencent fighting them over themselves here, let's just see what happens with IQ. And I know it's a coronavirus kind of play. So those names are going to be up and away for the most part here in China. But one name that should be down, let's just check it right now. Let's check Zoom. Normally when the market rips up, Zoom, there we go. Yeah, it comes right back down, because if they solve this virus problem, then yeah, a lot of people, they're thinking not going to use Zoom. I'm going to disagree with that. We'll talk about that more later in the show. We have more names to get to right here.
There was also new reports, guys, on Zoom about fresh security issues with the software. So double check on that story. But I want to talk about Chesapeake. Oil obviously strong today. The energy group obviously strong today, moving higher. Chesapeake not so much, 7% to the downside. If we do get a bit of a pullback in the overall market and energy group, one definitely to look at. New reports, we were talking about this last week, new reports saying that bankruptcy filing could be coming as soon as this week, they're saying, for Chesapeake Energy. So it's been in speculation for quite some time. Again, today we're down.
I mean, I'm basically looking to short this one. 1735 was the bottom yesterday. 1750 is the low here today. I'll give it on any kind of a pop to the upside. I'll probably be looking to short at 1850 to 19 even as well. So it's either a breakdown. I'll leave it alone at 18, but it's either a breakdown to the low of the day here or a top end trade. If it even tries to pop up, I'll try to fade that to the upside and short something in front of that 19 even area price. We did have to pay for locates on Chesapeake. I'd have to double check to see. I don't think it wasn't very expensive either way. So we're going to be involved in this one today. Obviously the overall sector is strong. You saw what happened in Occidental yesterday, but Chesapeake's a different beast here.
Yeah, Chesapeake, good name there. Brendan talked about oil up. I know it's a nat gas play, but again, watch out for these bankrupt stocks. Remember, that was like 100-to-1 reverse split, so you got to watch out for that price. Hey, Russell Jackson, show him the moon. Where is my little moon thing here? Maybe I can hit that for you. Where's to the moon? There it is. To the moon, Russell Jackson there. Thank you for that Australian, I think it's just Australian dollar, right? So that's Australian tenor. So thank you so much for that, and thank you for being part of the show. I know it's late. You mentioned it was 8 p.m. there, I guess, over in Australia. So what's up to you, Russell Jackson? If I were you guys, I'd look at Disney today. Obviously, it just fell back down a little bit here on some of this futures move, but you are seeing what's happening right now. It's coming back. Watch out for this 120 level. Look, I mean, it's not about trying to pick tops or bottoms or anything like that. We were at 111 yesterday on this name. We ripped up to 122. Like, that's a 10% move from yesterday's open to today's open. So, this 3.4%, it seems like a lot, but it's really more than 10% up here on Disney. So I'm excited for this. I think that they're one of the best companies you could buy right now for a longer term hold based on all this COVID stuff. So let's wait to see what does happen here with Disney. I'm looking at 121, 121.50. Before we throw back to Brendan, let me just quickly check on the imbalance locator here again, just to make sure that we're all loaded up here on buys, and we are, guys. These things are getting extended right now. The bids are getting higher. We have about 10 names that are over 1 million shares here to buy, including Macy's. Macy's was a small one. It was only about 400,000 when we first looked at it. Now you're over 900,000, Brendan, so it's getting spicy.
Let's go to Apple real quick here, guys. I want to mention Apple above 350 this morning. Doesn't stop to the upside for Apple. Citigroup increasing their price target to $400 for Apple. We're up 2.4% already, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
Apple,
too low.
It very well might be. If you're talking about breakup prices, I already gave you 351 so far this morning. Apple as well. The next level, 355, is going to be a big one. I think off the open, that would be an initial target to the upside where you might find a bit of resistance. But I'm actually very interested to see if we're anticipating that we could have a sell-off coming back in from this positive news and that secondary push we got off 3,100 in the ES, I am having a look at some levels to the downside where you could find consolidation and then maybe pick up those morning buy situations like Apple. We've seen that be a great trade. So 344 and 346 half are the 2 points that I'm looking at in a pullback. Chesapeake is trying to take the bottom off, so I'm just starting a position here, a small one in Chesapeake on a 1750 break. So got 41 to the south side there. I just kind of want to be net short Chesapeake, take a shot off the open.
Eric, yeah, I was looking long 120, 150, but I'm not. Honestly, I'm going to wait for the first minute before I do anything. The only thing I might do is CCL short 2150 in the first couple minutes, or the first 30 seconds. Okay, yeah, Apple, you guys talked about that. I think it's too low. Imagine their numbers for 2019 were through the roof on their App Store. What's it going to be for 2020? I mean, double that, triple that? A lot of people using Apple Pay as well now. So this name is forever underbought, in my opinion, and it's one of the most widely held stocks. So that doesn't even make any sense. But people always run to Apple. They buy the products, they buy every single thing that Apple produces. So what's next? I mean, I watch Zoom calls and everything on air, and everyone's using AirPods, you know? So yeah, that's just what's next, and Apple's going to the upside here. I don't like a break right now, but we're gonna let the futures calm down. I still think we could tick down here, maybe 3120 or so, maybe coming in. That's right here on the futures. We will come with a rune at some point, but I think 1045. At some point here, though, 3120 could be tested again, and I wonder if that's going to be right off the open. So I am going to wait a minute before we do anything. But yeah, Apple, forever loving that stock.
All right, guys, a couple more to get to before the open. Want to get to small cap world. Obviously, there are a few to look at today. Luckin, obviously, Hertz should be coming back to the downside. We'll see about that. But I want to talk about BBI, one from yesterday. Again, you never want to sleep on the kind of second day moves on these things. Huge move up in this yesterday. They faded this all morning long, and then it just kind of sat here below $2. So this entire consolidation throughout the afternoon is right below $2. So any kind of test from 180 up to $2 at the open here might give you a shot on BBI to be short. Again, Luckin, Hertz also going to be opportunities, guys.
No, BBI was fantastic yesterday. It was just a great short the entire morning long. So just speaking about those opportunities to maybe come back in, Genius Brands is also down 7.5%. I did try a short right here when it tried to test 4 even, basically just in and out. Just saw too much buying in front of the $4 mark, so got in and out of it at 9 o'clock. It was just a 9:10 or so when the show was starting. So, I mean, much like Hertz, this is one I'll allow to open up and maybe take a chance that it tries to run the top off and then maybe jump into a short at that point. So similar to Hertz, I'm looking for the same thing. With 2 minutes to go, I did mention in Chesapeake that we did get in on a bottom break. It just based out at 17 there. I got 17.41 to the short side. You know, this is one of those where we just, you see it consolidate. It's got the bad news. Obviously, the fact that they could have bankruptcy this week is certainly going to weigh heavily on the stock as much as the energy sector is up. I can see some people dumping today, and we want to take advantage of that in Chesapeake.
Yeah, exactly. I want to give a shout out to Rob as well, our IT guy here, fixing this computer for me. I got they finally moved over my trading PC, and it's like I'm in a new world over here. Everything loading up quickly. Hopefully the charts will give me the answers, though. The computer's not necessarily the answer to that. You know, that could be another educational thing. We will probably do that at some point as well. We'll have an educational segment on kind of the equipment we're using. I think that makes a lot of sense as well. We have numerous screens. We'll talk about that when the show goes focus on trading here, Sean. Okay, Macy's right now, $8, bouncing off this VWAP. I like that, 8.15. I know Neil was talking about getting into some positions right now as well. I'm not in anything, but I do like this Macy's call right here eventually heading to the north side. Big retail number. We've already talked about that. You're up 13%, but again, guys, from yesterday, it was 680, so up to 818. So watch out here on Macy's. We're going to see what happens with the market on open and balance, and then we're going to go crazy from there. But 40 seconds to go. Looks like Miss V getting ready to go ring that bell. So that's only going to be 20 seconds away before the 10-second countdown. This should be an exciting day, guys. Get ready.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that again. I'm still also going to be watching IQ here right at that $26 mark. I do think there's a chance it could roll through that price. I didn't want to be in this name before the open, but if it's going to break it here, I might have to take a small shot. As this market is about to open, Valeria is in place. I do believe we're going to drop that bell on this Tuesday. So there it goes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This market is open. I'm taking a couple of quick shots here. One is going to be in Chesapeake, and then I said that 26 area on IQ. We'd give it a shot for the short. Just going to use the high of the days and out there. Usually, sometimes you'll get a fade on these trades, but perfectly willing to have this one out very, very rapidly. Market trying to sell off just a little bit here off the open.
Yeah, here comes the market right now. We're going to get our 2150s ready to rock and roll here for CCL. That should be a decent trade if it does come to the downside here. Market looking like it wants to head south, so we'll just wait to see. NIO pulling back down, like we said. Look, we kind of called that a lot of these stocks would start fading themselves down, so maybe this is a good spot to pick it up if you are a bull in this marketplace. But actually opens up to relatively uneventful, man. We're trading around here, not doing much. I think the market's got to figure itself out right here, guys.
Yeah, I just have the two positions. We're holding CHK at 17. That's in the money about 30, 40 cents at a time here. IQ's trying to head southbound. I'm short here at 25.98. It's just bouncing around evens. I'm also watching Hertz trying to get back to the upside. It's basically holding $2.18. The other one I was watching was GNUS, of course. That one's sliding back down here, so this could be a good one. Chesapeake just broke. There we go. Nice little break of 17 even, so we're 60 cents in the money on that one. Continuing to head southbound, guys.
Yeah, we're going to look for Disney breaking this 120. I like that 120 level on a Disney break here, especially if these markets go the way we thought they would right now, southbound. I called about a 3120 area. We'll see if that can come through. Okay, here comes Carnival, so we do take it now. Let's wait to see what this can do to the downside. If we're right about this one, it should be a decent winner, but we've taken a bath on this name before, so we're going to wait to see here. Carnival Cruise, right now we are short 2140s, so 47, sorry, just below 2150 on that break. But we're not going to hold this forever.
I'm popping a wheelie over here, Sean. I'm going to go with Chesapeake. Was just one of those. I just had to be in it here. We got that 1740 break. It even gave you some consolidation, but I just took some out for an 18-cent win. We're approaching $16 even, so we're in the money about $1.30 on this trade. Next leg down would be in front of 15, where I'd love to be getting it all out. IQ to the downside as well, so I had a bit of an idea there. 26 short, just took some out at 25.50. Brendan, what do you got here? Only a couple shorts, market falling a bit.
Another little one that was moving in the pre-market here, a little energy name, MCEP to the downside as well. Just broke $7 here, was a little bit of support in the pre-market, but big time volume, MCEP, guys.
MCEP, okay.
Chesapeake just halted, so down halt.
What?
It just broke 16. Look, so 15.99, we just halted to the downside in Chesapeake. We're short 17.41, so halted $1.42 in the money. We'll see what happens when it opens up. I'm very likely to want to get some out and look for a re-entry in these halts. You got to make sure that when 5 minutes comes, I'm ready, locked and loaded with an order to go here. IQ's holding in the money as well. But we missed Genius Brands. I wanted to short this one, and 420 was a level. It held 420 off the open, and then another tank in Genius. So I'm looking to see if it pulls back anywhere close to 4 to 415, and we'll jump into the short on that trade as well.
Yeah, right now we're just holding this CCL. We're going to give it up to this 2180. Who knows? We did get out of some of our shares here as it was ripping up against us. Like we said, this could happen, so we are waiting for that. NIO coming back down as well. Looks like it wants to break through 730. And I do have a Disney waiting to go through at 120, so we're going to wait for that. Let's check back on an Apple quickly for you traders here, 349. So here's that fall that we sort of thought may happen. That's why we didn't want to get too wrapped up in too many longs here, guys. So right now, it looks like Apple is coming to the downside. We're looking at NIO. We can check out what Hertz is doing. We want to let that settle down.
Oh my goodness! It just broke $2.
Now.
Just broke.
Yeah, I just see that breaking $2 right now. Hurts. I mean, I wrote down 212 as a possible break, but here we go. Yeah, it looks like they want to sell this one. Big seller there, 199, guys, Hurts.
Yeah, I just got myself some shares short in Hertz, and I want to jump to the chart, but Luckin is also moving downside. It broke the levy there at 430. I wanted to be involved in this one as well, but
There it goes, yeah.
I can't trade too many names at the same time, but I am going to look for a pullback into that 440 range on a Luckin coffee. I have a Hertz position to the short side at 2 when it went. There was a lot of liquidity when it got down there because it had already fallen quite a bit. So I am in Hertz. I just added Genius Brands on a pullback into $4. So I had 4 shorts on. Might as well put the position board up, guys, so you can see what I'm working with here. Of course, we got Chesapeake short at 17.41. That's still halted. It's at 15.99 on the halt. Genius Brands, we got at 3.98. That's at $4 on this pullback here. Hertz right at 2 even. Look, I want to give this one some room back to those teens if I can. And then we got that IQ short at 25.98. That's almost $1 in the money IQ coming back in. But remember, obviously there's legitimacy to this 10-cent news here. I'm not going to sit here and fail to take profits. I was eyeballing this level here at about 24.90 in the pre-market bottom. That's as good a place as any to get out in front of. So I'm not going to, what do I always say? Look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah,
we're going to take it off here. We'll get the 80-cent win. If 24.90 breaks, we'll go short again. If it holds, I think maybe a good place for a long in IQ.
Okay, guys, we punch it in the face here. CCL, nice move. Downside now. So we get out of a little bit, hold everything else, and now we get some out in the 20s. So let's see if that one can't move itself down. Nice little move down here as well in Disney. We take some of that out in the 80s off of this 120 short. So that was a decent play. We are, same as Neil here, we are holding some Hertz right now, short 202. Looks like that's going to get taken out if it breaks through 2010. What's up, Brandon?
Another one to look at, guys. BMRA, BioAmerica, 15% still. They came up with a new blood test for identifying COVID-19 in patients. So big time move up on that news this morning. Tagged $8. We're all the way back to $6.25, but looking a little weak for BMRA as well, guys.
BMRA, add that one to the list. I mean, you can't ignore some of these stocks that Brendan is certainly giving to us. I know they're going to be hot fire. I just wanted to check back in on Apple a little bit because I was kind of hoping for a dip more into the 346, 347 range we were talking about in the pre-market. Yeah, but it bounced off a dime nowhere close to that 349, testing right back around to that 350 mark and higher. So, Apple's showing a little bit of strength there. Got to watch Hertz as it's bouncing back to the upside, but I want to show some patience with it. Yesterday, you had to really have, some gumption, some guts, whatever you want to call it, getting into the shorts and holding on to that one. We're going to open back up, it looks like in 1 minute on Chesapeake, so I want to make sure I'm locked and loaded and ready to get out of that one. We do have a winner on in that name. One more to get to, guys, here. Boeing, we didn't mention this one off of the open. I was looking at support at 201.50 on Boeing. We never really got there as well, but it's trying to head back northbound as the market kind of found a temporary, a little low on that little pullback that we had, 31, call it 25, 26 on the ES.
Yeah, okay, and here comes Hertz again. Let's just see. Maybe we should be averaging into this one, but our price is fine. We did get, we took some short here, took it out once it broke through 2, then averaged in again. So right now, that's our spot. We're looking to get some more short. Hey, Enrique, what up, my friend? There, good idea. Let's get a coffee. I see that you say let's get some coffees here. We're going to average into our Disney position right now, just see if we can't get a few more shares, about double up our position here. 119.90. We've already taken a decent winner on that. Maybe we're waiting here at 120.50 to get some more. Watch out for these futures. They are heading upside. I do like Disney name if the futures do go upside. So watch out there. We'll have to get out if it breaks through 121. I know Eric was looking at Disney as well. That's
Chesapeake is reopened. It's actually held that halt price for now, but it's also holding the bottom at 15. So, if it can't break this, ultimately, I'm probably going to end up taking the $2 in profit and look for a re-entry point. So, able to get some 11s there. You're seeing it. Oh, wow. Okay, really great out. It just halted after basically not really moving. Top end of the range there was exactly the previous halt, and then 15.11 is the bottom. So $2.30 winner on that one. Drew a line in the sand up here at 17.50, and then took our shot on Chesapeake. A couple of legs out, already a monster win there. It's going to be short sell restricted. If you don't know what that means, make sure you check out the video that we dropped yesterday. Brennan, what do you got?
IQ breaking downside here, guys. $25 just got broken there on this IQ. Still 30%, but we're back below $25. That was that level from the pre-market, guys.
Okay.
I got triggered in on that, so hopefully it can continue to go even lower.
Yeah, let's just see what this market wants to do. I mean, that's really the key thing here. 731. I did want to look at NIO. Again, let's just punch in here to some NIO. Well, let's wait. Where was this bottom? 7725. Just waiting to see if that is going to be the exact bottom here. Looks like we are coming back downside on NIO. I did want to go long, but maybe not anymore. Right now we are short. Okay, there goes Hertz. So Hertz breaking through 10 there, so we get out. So yeah, that one can go to the gates of hell for right now. We will be shorting Hertz again, and maybe we just missed it there. So maybe we'll go short once again here. We just got out maybe at the top. So Hertz, we'll see about getting some revenge. NIO to the downside though. Damn it, just got out of Hertz there through 210, broke through VWAP. We got out. Probably should have held that one, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some luck in here. I talked about the pulling back into the 430, 440 range, but you can see turning around on a dime here, 425. I'll see if I can pick up some shares between 20 and 30 to the south side on luck, and I do have that IQ position, which I'm watching rather intently. I don't want to give it too far. Like I mentioned, there's some legitimate buying that I might expect to come into this stock at some point when they find a bit of a bottom on those little retracements. Anytime you have not a bidding war necessarily, but obviously there's some interest there from Tencent that we're seeing. So I don't want it to go past like 25 or so, and we'll let this one, we'll take this one off and look for another short opportunity. I'm not going long yet. I think maybe that'll be around 10.30 if you get a decent enough base in IQ. But Luckin trying to work into a short without chasing it. I don't want to jump into that one way too early. A name from yesterday, Kohl's, which I tried to short, ended up being actually quite a good a long position for you there, obviously. $25 even mark just held pretty nicely on Kohl's. So let's watch that level certainly going on through the rest of the morning here. If it pulls through that, fantastic. Maybe another short trade. But IQ, man, I guess it's not done. Look, we continue to be short this name. We took the short on the break. It just took out 24.75. I just got some out at 71. I'll probably look at 24 as the next bottom. My intention with IQ at some point is to find a base and then actually work into a long, but until it stops dropping, you'll see me net short, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we have Disney. I only have two positions on right now. It's Disney, and we're looking to get, we just got averaged in there nicely, 120.67. We're going to give this one to 121. We've talked about that. Let's just see if this market wants to fall. I mean, that's really the only case that we have here for Disney. Look, we took that 70, 80 cents already. So right now we are out of the money. We are short an average of 120.13 right now. So it's 40 cents out. We're not worried about that. Let's just hope that this can crack down through. There it is, a nice little out on CCL. We take them all out right here at 20. Good short. We're short 21.47 right now on CCL. But what's up, Brendan?
Just getting alerted on this Camber Energy CEI, guys, 24% to the upside. They had a deal in place with Viking Energy on a merger. They've extended the date for a third time as to which either side can bail from the agreement. So they pushed out the cancellation date on their merger, but huge volume coming into the CEI, guys.
CEI, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few names that we haven't even covered here, and I feel like there's too many of them, but I don't want to get too far away from Chesapeake. It is going to open back up here in about a couple of minutes, I think it looks like here. So about 9:43, maybe check that. It'll be a minute. We're going to open back up. If it ever opens higher, I'll look to see if we can't get shorts again around that 17.50 price on the way back up, guys. So I don't think we're done by a long shot with Chesapeake. We're going to want to make sure we pay attention to that name. Occidental was another energy play that we wanted to be watching today. And if you're a bull, I mean, there's not a heck of a lot for you right now in the markets unless you're looking to buy dips. Oxy has held 21 time. If it can hold 20 again, maybe that'll be an interesting dip buy there. But I do see IQ is finally looking like it's heading back to the northbound. I still have a third of my position short, 24.88. I still have a stop that'll be at 25.25.
Yeah, right here, looking at, I tried to get more shares short here of Hertz, but no Moss right now. I cannot get the shares. So, yeah, right now it just keeps going to the south side. I wanted $2.03 on that break. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get any shares here. We're trying. Remember, it's SSR right here. So even if I just keep putting these 500 shares in there, oh, there we go. We finally got some. So I crossed out midpoint there. So now we are short just 500 shares. I'd like to get some more if we can get some on the upside right now. Here it comes straight back up. So let's wait to see on this. We are cashing in on some of our Disney now. Finally, looks like it wants to break 120 here. We are nicely short on this name. So let's just wait to see. We already took some out at 08, but not a big enough win. We're looking for more. What's up, Brandon?
Another one here, guys, that could, if a little bit of a stretch, but could be considered a COVID-19 play here. Turtle Beach out this morning, upping their Q2 sales forecast. They make sound cards for computers. They make gaming headsets, things of that nature. 25% to the upside. upside. Just bounced off 14 bucks for here, guys.
GNUS, you can't stop the train. We get the pullback. Look, we're going to miss out on some of these breakout trades in the morning here, but we do get this nice little pullback that we talked about into $4 on Genius Brands. Took some out here at in front of 385, so 386 exit, not too bad. I also have Hertz to the short side. We basically wanted to catch a pullback and wanted to be patient with this one. The only mistake made here was when it started to roll over, not adding to the position around 5 or 4 on the way back down.
Okay,
but I'm going to start taking this out in the mid 90s, but not very much. I want this to test 185 or so, and then we'll get a few more shares out at that price, and then just see how far we can go. I mean, if 185 ever went, I feel like we remember 140 was a level back in the day, and at some point, I'm shorting this thing into 140, and I'm hoping every single day that today is that day.
Back in the days, there we go. Let's update this a little bit here. We'll update our positions. Will we? Update? There it is. Okay, it might. There it is. Okay, CCL, there we go. Short, 21.47, 46 cents in the money. Look at Disney. So we go, I don't know, fireworks for Disney. Great short there, 80 cents in the money. Hertz, 1 cent in the money now. But okay, we just took some off 95. So let's wait to see what happens here. I'm super excited about this Disney position. Still crashing down. We got a decent amount of shares on right now as well. So Disney right now to the downside. Nice short, 120.24 there. So big 75-cent win. Let's take some off, guys.
Yeah, some people are asking why we always short. I mean, look, the market is coming down. You had gap ups all over the place, and most of the longs that I liked had breakout prices that we A, didn't see, or B, pullbacks into prices that I wanted to buy in front of that haven't happened yet. So one of those is going to be IQ. Let me just see if I can get you guys back to this one. I do want to be a buyer in this stock, but I wanted to see it make a bottom. I thought maybe it would try to do that at 24.90. I got out of everything in front of 24.90. It couldn't consolidate at that price, so I went short again when the bottom broke. It's now held 24.50, so I might have the same thing going on. If I get stopped out at 25.25, you know what? Let me zoom in so you can actually see this a little bit better here. If I get stopped out at 25.25, I'm going to start looking for a long position in IQ. So it's not that I don't like the longs. I just think there's some opportunities to the short side that you just can't ignore when the market's coming down like this. Brennan, what do you got?
Big move for Eli Lilly, guys. LLY up about 12% here. They had data out this morning on a breast cancer treatment that apparently was successful in a late-stage trial. So good news for LLY, guys.
Wow, man, lots of stocks moving right now. Boeing 203 and change, trying to make a move back to the upside here. Unfortunately, our Disney was down here at 119.50. Our best outs are in the 60s, though, so we'll wait to see if this one keeps falling down. It's a nice little fall here. I know, Neil, you still have Hertz, so do I, so that's a nice little fall here down through you were looking at 185. We're looking at 193 right now, so that's still falling down for us, so that's going to be a decent trade here. Only 3 shorts, and those are the ones that you saw. And yeah, it's not that we're trying to only look short here. We're just trying to trade the market. Like Apple, I mean, believe me, I'll go long. You guys know that one.
Hey, Sean, PayPal's making a bit of a strong move to the upside. Yeah, some relative strength here.
Yeah, the call of the year, PayPal. I told you guys buy this one at 108. That was back in February. Wow, 162 and change. Nice move here. Upside on PayPal. Yeah, good call, Neil.
Oh yeah, I'm just sort of looking at this and saying, 160, call it 161.50. If it tries to pull back into that range, maybe you buy that little dip because right now it's relatively muted. If the market ever really got going, you're probably going to see this one go. The relative strength is obvious at this point, and maybe even a top end break. We're now past the sort of opening range time at 9:47, so a top end break here, maybe 163 could be a play as well.
Yeah, that one is PayPal's a 52-week high, all-time high. Okay, CCL right now, we're going to look at that. I mean, what a great call this was. Finally, short 21.50. We waited for that one. Got a little blown out there, but then, yeah, made some money. My number 1 stock right now. It's going to be Disney when we're out of Disney, but here it comes breaking through 21. Let's take a short if this breaks through 21 here, guys. CCL can happen right now.
Yeah, and Neo here. I love that camera look. Nice little new camera. I haven't seen that one before. Hope you guys enjoy that. The crew always making it bigger and better and interesting for you guys. Neo pulling back a little bit back to the upside here. I thought maybe we'd find first support at a different price at like 7 even, but 7.15 looks like it's going to be the winner here, at least for the time being. So if it puts in a higher low and can consolidate around this 7.25 type range, let's look for a possible long here in NIO through that price and maybe get back above VWAP. I think ultimately if you're taking a long on this little bounce, you got to watch out for 750. Take some profit in front if you get 15, 20 pennies. 750 will probably be a break anyways whenever it does happen. So don't be afraid to take profit if you go long in Neo.
Yeah, social media companies are dead. Okay, not sure about that one, but we will wait to see, guys. Talk about that. Join me right now on Trader TV Live. Twitter handle at Trader TV Sean, also up on Instagram as well right now with our boy Kevin O'Leary. You want some behind the scenes stuff, follow me on Instagram and I'll tweet out some levels and things like that on Twitter, but right now we're busy. Hertz 195 right now. We did cover some out at 192 there, so that was a decent out for us. We'll wait to see what happens more on that call. Disney right now, we've been getting some out. Those are the positions I have on, and we can put up the position board one more time. It's the same as if you just saw it a couple minutes ago. Where's my pen? I keep losing this thing. Anyways, here it comes, guys. 46 cents in the money CCL, 78 cents, 80 cents for Disney right now, and 5 cents for Hertz. So let's get back to trading here and see what we can do on this Hertz trade. It looks like it is trying to move back upside right now.
Yeah, and man, IQ just can't seem to find a bottom. It's coming down to that 24.50 mark, and because I am sort of hunting for a place to go long, I'm going to see the buying again come back in, and for me, I'm just going to take that, get out in front of 24.50. We'll be happy with this trade, to be honest with you guys. I can't say enough. It's been a good one. We'll go with the disco ball before I throw to Brennan here, but if 24.50 can't hold, forget about holding, finding these longs. We'll just have to find a place to go back into the short. I think at some point it's going to be a buy. It just hasn't happened yet. Brennan, what do you got?
That was a big mover yesterday, guys. U1 media company, they have radio stations, television stations, huge move up yesterday. Ended the day around $8 here. We're up to 10.20, 10.15 right now, 53%. Second day, again, to the upside for U1. It's already been halted twice, guys.
U1, eh? Okay, here we go. Disney, yeah, we'll look at that one. Nice little out there on Disney, 129.29, so $1.20 right there. So, yeah, we punch Disney right now in the face. Bang, there it is. Thank you for that little profit spot. CCL, what happened, man? We broke down. We tried to get some shares short. It's SSR, so I guess from yesterday, I'm guessing. So, yeah, we missed the short there on CCL. So, nice little break there through $20, $21. I hope you guys got it. We just talked about it, so that's a big trade no matter which way you have that. Wow, darn it, damn, we missed that one, guys. $21 break on CCL. That was fantastic. Should have had it. Let's see if it wants to come back to the upside here, and we'll get some more short. Uber, we're in Uber short now. Breaks through 33.50. We get 33.50, so right now we're short Uber. 33.50. Let's see what happens again. The market heated, to say the least. We were up 3%. Let's see how far back we go. VWAP is right now down at 33 and change. Uber yesterday, guys, we'll take a ride on an Uber. One of our favorite things. Let me see if I can find it before you go. Don't go anywhere. There it is, Uber. Hey, I'm over here, guys. Let's wait to see. There goes Uber right now. But Uber, Hertz, CCL, and Disney all to the short side, guys. Yeah,
I just have Hertz and GNUS here, but Chesapeake just opened up after another couple of halts. It went to the upside here, failing to get to 16 the first time. The second halt, it did get back to the original halt price of $15.99. Now it's headed northbound. Remember what we said. We want to see if it can get back to that 17 to 17.50 range from the open where we initially shorted it. If it goes back there, yeah, you're going to see me jump into that again. And when you got the locates, you can use them as many times as you want throughout the day. So we're going to take advantage of that, but only at the prices we like in front of that 17 area. Brennan, what do you have, bud?
This was one from the pre-market as well. CLIR, they got a big order from Exxon Mobil. They make products for energy companies. So just about to take the high out here in the pre-market. Watch $2 above us. And then this support from aftermarket yesterday was $2.20 for CLIR. Relative volume, though, more than 100 times on this one, guys.
I'm pretty sure we didn't have locates on this one, but it might not matter if we break $2, to be honest with you. So $2 break could come into play. If it pulls back into about the mid 160s, I think maybe that'll be a shot. And again, not forcing it just because we don't have any shorts forcing along. But when you see that kind of a base get put in, it gives you that nice retracement play, and it makes a hard right turn like that right off of the open, sustaining volume right now, actually increasing volume if you want to look at it. Let's watch out for that top break. It's 197 right now, but I'm never punching 197 long on a break at the top. It's got to be too even.
Yeah, we're getting out of our Facebook right now. Our Disney. We just took out that. I did want to look at Facebook, though, for you guys. It looks like Facebook right now breaking through. I don't know what the all-time high on this thing is. I think we're close to 240, 241.20 is the all-time high. Facebook, some consolidation right now. Looks like it wants to break out. I do like this call. Breaking outside right now, 238 and change on Facebook. But the thing is, I'm short right now. Uber, that could get out 33.50. We're short Hertz. That's a good call right here. We've been getting that out as well. well. Disney, we're short $1 in the money at 120 right here. And CCL, wow, what a break on $21. Guess what we're short, guys? 21.47. So that's a home run. So we hit the bang out there. Nice little trade happening on CCL. Uber's not a nice one. Maybe we'll average into this, but it looks like it's going to take out that 33.75. There goes Facebook through 238, it looks like.
Yeah, and I just jumped back into Luckin here. Got into Luckin for the first time. We did make that attempt on the first little bounce in front of 430. We never got the shares. This time we're going to get ourselves in here. CLIR just took the top off at that $2. So we'll see what happens on that break. Two new positions. One is a short. This one is a long that immediately starts failing back in. Whenever you take a breakout trade, I kind of like to always say this, leave yourself some room for that shakeout. The shakeout to me is all the way down here at 180 if you look at pre-market consolidation areas. So you got to give this one some room. I think I'm only adding in front of 185 if it bounces down there. That's not a big enough pullback to make me add to my position and double down at too high of a price, because if it breaks, say, 170, you got to be out of this trade altogether.
And I mean, that's the key, guys. Have your triggers and get ready to rock and roll when those do hit. NYO, 52-week high, 699, already broken. Now looking to see what it wants to do. 730. I just want to talk about NYO quickly here, guys. 730 was going to be my breaking spot. That's right where VWAP is. So if that gets going back to the upside, we will take out some NYO on that one. Hertz still moving. We did get out of some of our Disney. It's just hovering around here. Our best out was $1.70 winner. So that was raining in the money. So it's been good on that front so far. Our CCL trade is right here as well, and we're long right now, 238.08 on Facebook. So let's see how high that one wants to go. There it is, nice little 30-cent winner. Bang! So we hit the cowbell right now on Facebook as it's just going upside. Get me out. Boom, there it is, a quick 30 pennies right there on Facebook. So nice little ripper. Let's see if we get higher. 239 and change would be nice as the market looking to rebound right here, guys.
Yeah, and then making another run at the top is that CLIR that Brendan brought to us. And look, I can't say this enough. We're going to jump in and give ourselves a little plug. Make sure you're following along, not just with the watch list and the names that we're following, but anytime Brendan comes with breaking news, it might not have been on the list. CLIR was, it so happened to be, but missed the break to the downside, caught the one to the upside. We're long 205. It never gave me the dip buy that I wanted. First out will be in front of 2.25, and then see how far we can run that ride. I'm going to quickly drop the position board for you. 4 positions on. 3 shorts, 1 long, all in the money. CLIR 205, that's approaching 210. Short GNUS at 401, that's at 393, so that's working back down. Hertz 204, we're short, it's at $1.96. Yep. And Luckin, we got into a 424. First out will be around 410, then 4 even on a break. I'm looking for 385 as an ultimate target.
Yeah, it looks like this market does just want to keep going upside here. We got out of some Uber, but then we got back in. That's Hertz. That's Hertz again. We're in Uber here. We do short. We get out 75s. We put on another short here, 77. So right now Uber, we took the ride, but it gave us a ride. So we'll wait to see what this one wants to do. I'm still going to wait for this level up here, 90s to break. I guess I just put it at the raw. Normally I wait to get out at VWAP there. That's 85, 86. So we retake the short. I was getting out at a key level, 75, but then let's just wait to see if VWAP does come through. Great couple outs there on Disney. Really happy with the way that happened down at 60. We're light now, man. We only have about 10% of our initial position right now on Disney. So if the market does come back down, we will be able to catch some love from this name. But what's Apple doing? I mean, I'm not going to be long Facebook and short Apple, but right here, 351 is the VWAP. Looking at some consolidation right here. If we zoom in even closer, it's bouncing from 352.20, 351.80. We could get a breakdown here. I don't know though. I don't really want to go short anything today, man. I don't know. This market is upside. We did take an advantage of CCL already. That was a 54-cent win. Let's get out of that if it breaks back above 21. Right now we're short CCL 21.40. We may start looking long here, guys.
Yeah, a bit of a break happened on CLIR to the upside, but I did mention wanting to get out some in front of that quarter mark. We did go ahead and do that. I saw a seller at 20s, so I got out in front at 17. First leg out, I still am holding, about 2/3 of the position here. So it does leave me some room to buy on a dip that instead of 185, I think I'll probably turn into around 2 even, slide the stop from about $1.75 all the way up to that pre-market top area at 185. So new stop as it moves to the upside, I'll slide my stop up with that as well. Still saying net long, at least for now. It's going to have to break some support. I just want to see how far this one can go. You've seen some of these runners, and when you catch one that actually continues to move, sometimes it is worth that shot as much as I like shorting some of these names.
Yeah. What's you know what we haven't checked back in yet was Macy's. We looked at that early and we didn't go back. So Macy's right here. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Neil and I are social distancing. Normally we're beside each other. We're not sure what we're gonna do, but coming up later on today, guys, if we can throw that up, we do have our morning routine. So a lot of traders asking us, hey, what do we do? What kind of preparation do we have? Right after the show on our Market Wisdom channel. Actually, we're gonna be dropping in 11:50. So there it is right there. We'll take it off. But that's our morning routine video. That's going to be coming up. Very, very important that a lot of traders focus in on that. Needless to say, your morning routine can't be more important to focus every single day. 790 to the upside. Let's take a long here in Macy's, breaking through 790, guys. We are ready at the big screen now. I see Brendan for Happening Now. What's up, B?
The answer to that question is absolutely everything today, to a big way as well. So nice numbers here, guys, right across the boards for North American markets here, 2+%, even 3% here for the Russell. Small caps really, really strong to the upside so far today. Here in Toronto, the TSX about 2% as well. You got to go down to BOVESPA here, 2.6%. But yeah, look at the S&P, 2.5%, a little bit off the highs. We were talking about 3% in the pre-market there. The Dow also 2.8%. You can see tech stocks about 2.25%. For the NASDAQ at this point. Let's have a look at a few things moving around here in Toronto so far. BCE having a nice day, 2.5% on huge volume. They're teaming up with BlackBerry to come up with some enhanced wireless security measures for their customers. So a nice look for BCE. Energy stocks, very strong right across the board. We mentioned nice uptick for oil today. This is Baytex, if you like the little one, 7.5% back above that 75-cent level briefly. A big one for Baytex. Here's Suncor as well, almost 4% for Suncor, holding 25.50, got below it, but we're back above it now, pushing back towards highs for Suncor. So energy names, some of the banks also showing strength, guys. Big time gains right across the board so far. Back over to you.
You can sort of say that again, and the Occidental, throw that into the mix as well. It's still up 7.5%, testing towards this 250 mark. And so I said in the chat there 250 on a break, but it did sort of get to about a 260 level. It might even be a better play to see if you can get some consolidation around this price. Get yourself a better price, because you probably have to give it to the evens if you're going long on 20. But we've seen this make some bigger moves. And if I'm going to be long in something right now, in addition to this little breakout in CLIR, I am now looking firmly at Oxy through 2060, check not 50. Apologies for that mistake on the chat, but also looking at a dip in front of that quarter as well. So breakout at 60, dip by 2025, 2030 or something like that in Occidental, using low of days, you're out.
Yeah, 7.88 here. We do have some Macy's long right now at 94. So let's wait to see how high this wants to go up. A nice little recovery play possibly here for Macy's. So we take that long, and now we'll just wait to see. We already covered some out, actually, believe it or not, at 97, 98. So we take a quick 4-penny winner. 3.5, 4 pennies on Macy's. But right now, yeah, let's just review the board, guys. What we have on here, it's a few. We talk about never going long, but here we go. We do have some longs on right now. Oh, there's my pen. Here it is here. Hey, Lucky Frog, what's going on? This segment brought to you by the Lucky Frog. Thank you to my daughter for this once again. You weren't too lucky yesterday. Hopefully you'll be luckier today. Okay, Disney right now, 53 cents. Facebook, we're light. We're basically out of that one, but that's 77 cents. Hertz, 2-cent loser. Macy's right now, 3 cents against us. We'll wait. Look at the futures. They're coming down right now. And then Uber, we're waiting to get more short at 33.75. So those are our positions that we have on right now. Macy's is the big one here, bothering me because I think we can have this long, and I think it can go. So we'll wait to see. 788 is a kill spot for half the shares left, and then we'll wait to see what happens from there. But right now, all ships sailing, and Peloton coming back down. No surprise there. Zoom Media, thank you, Valeria, for the refresh. So cheers to anybody out there drinking coffee with us. Pick up your Trader TV Live mugs. A few of you have, and you've tweeted at us, so thank you so much for that. We'll get you guys on the show once you buy the merch and send me the picture. We'll show it on there. But right now, Zoom 236 down 1%. No surprise there.
Just grab that long in Oxy. I mean, as much as I would have preferred that little pullback to give you a better entry, it's continuing to break to the upside. So we grabbed the 60 break. Yeah, I guess if I'd making the mistake in pricing gone long at 50, we'd already be in the money 10 or 15 cents. But either way, we grabbed this long. We're going to see if we can't hold VWAP here on Occidental. Long in the energy space there, but not getting too far away from Chesapeake as well, because it's a stock that, as long as it wants to continue on this move, I'm going to look for another short here, and it's probably going to be somewhere around the 17 range. It's struggling to get back to that price, holding 16.50 for the time being, but I don't mind being short at some point Chesapeake while long Occidental. Just no problems there. Thank you, Shania, there for clarifying. BDX, BD's, okay, we'll have a look at some of these names. Of course, I'm in now 5 positions, and we have a lot to look at. We'll try to do our best to make sure we see what you guys are talking about in the chat and give our opinions on them. But believe me, we got a lot going on. I got 5 positions, 2 longs, and 3 shorts. Let me quickly update the position board for you. I just got some of that Occidental at 2063. We got slipped to on the long. That's only a few cents in the money, so it's starting to go back up here. I do have a long in CLIR. 185 is my stop. We took some profit out on the way up. Bought some on a dip, but 185, we're going to be out of that one. Short in the money on Gen US, 402, that's 14 pennies in the money. Hertz is still in the money, short at 204. And Luckin still short at 424. That's about 10 pennies in the money. Looking for $4 and then even more.
Yeah, I'd love to go, good recap. I'd love to go short more Hertz. And what is that bottom today? So right now, okay, just to give you guys an update there, we did get out of Disney. We're super light and we're chilling out on that one. I'm basically going to give the, you know what, to Macy's here because I think we can go upside. I just need this thing to go. Watch these futures. If it can get upside, watch out for Macy's to come back here. I think VWAP is 802. We'll take some out. It's right here at, well, right now it's at 99. So we'll see about taking some out there. I don't like to hold it too much through 8 or before 8 just in case. So we're offering some 99s there. We'll see if we can't get out right now. 99, there it is. Yes, we did get hit there. So nice little win temporarily. We're only out of 20% of our Macy's here as we'll go higher. Breaking through $8 would be pretty sweet. Target spot like 815-ish. We'll wait to see if that can happen on Macy's. We need the futures to go. So this is a little bit of a pipe dream for now. We will wait to see on that one. Hertz, we already talked about that one. We're short at $2. Uber, we're short at 84, but it's just bouncing around. I'm looking at this, 86, and then I'm looking right here at 75 where we averaged in. I'm going to go shorter there if we can get that, but that's Uber. Still needs to go. We're heading upside now, so watch out for these futures. I have 50 shares right now of Uber short. We're going to get out of that one if it does break above 34, and then regroup down here, guys.
I'm popping confetti when you said we're headed upside, and despite the fact that I am short, I just took some Genius out at 380, talked about 385 being a next target, but it blew through that. We took some out for a 20-cent win, and I still have half my position in Genius, but I'm happy that it might pop in the market because that might give me another shot to short it at 4. Every time I've gotten in, it's been on a pullback, first to $4. First, when it tried to break $4 and failed break, we got in on the way back down. So nice little short here in Genius Brands. The 2 longs I have are a mixed bag. Oxy's in the money, but CLIR is starting to come back in. So that looks like a failed break. I should just stick to shorting some of these names. Brennan, what do you got?
Oh, every once in a while, guys. We miss one. X here, United Steel, $1 trillion in infrastructure spending, right? X to the upside in a big way. Came back in, gave you a shot at getting along in front of $10 there. So we're back above $10. Nice look, just about to break the highs here for X, guys.
All right.
Maybe Lakeland is up on that as well. They make all that like protective gear.
Right.
So we'll have a look at some of those. I can't believe, certainly should have been looking at U.S. Steel in a situation like that. That trillion is nothing to sneeze at there. You know what? Lakeland's done no volume, but it is approaching breakout here. So I mean, I would love Lakeland here through 20 even if it could actually do more than 200,000 in volume. So I'm going to stay away from that, despite the fact that I think it could be a bit of a sympathy play on the infrastructure news there. So if you like Lakeland, have a look at that 20 even. Hertz is starting to roll over again. I missed the re-entry point, but I will not miss an exit point in front of this low. So 185 I was sort of targeting. It turned at 189 last time. I'll take some more shares out in front of 189 and then again holding for more downside here. So, you know, the same story with Hertz. Be patient, short pops if you can. I'm trying to catch it on the way down instead of the way up like I did the first time. That's been a mistake because I certainly missed that entry there at about $2.
Okay, Macy's was just rocking and rolling, and then now all of a sudden it comes right back to the downside. Was there news there or something? I don't know. I don't think it's a news-related event, but let's just go long again if we can down here. We'll take a little bit more shares on Macy's and see what happens. It just faded all the way back down, so we'll buy that. We waited to see what happens. It looks like I don't know what it's doing. Market, though, coming back down, so that makes a little bit of sense here if that is the case. So we'll have to watch out and protect this Macy's position. What's up, Brendan?
MRNS, Marinus Pharmaceuticals. We've looked at this one many times. They appointed a few new executives to their board this morning. Just broke $3 there. For hopefully the final time, we're moving to the upside in a big way. Tried earlier but failed, but big time volume on Marinus, guys, MRNS.
MRNS, certainly worth a look. I don't want to get too far away from this Chesapeake, but it is failing to get to anywhere close to our entry price. Starting to come back off through 16. It might turn into a situation where we're looking at a 15 even break at some point, as opposed to selling, around that $17 range, or at least in front of that $17 range. So I don't want to be done with Chesapeake, but if it doesn't break out of here one way or the other, this is not a range that I'm loving between this sort of 15, 20 to 16 half. That's not a range I want to be playing. I'd rather take the top to short or get a breakout to the downside. I want to get you guys over back to Oxy as we stay in the energy space here. We did have an opportunity to take some profit out in front of the opening range high. Sean, you like to say pigs get slaughtered. Usually you'll see me take some shares off in front of a high like that, in front of 21. 2095 was an obvious top. I didn't do that. Part of the reason was I was hoping to be adding to the position on a dip. Because I didn't get more shares, I didn't want to take any off. Maybe a mistake, we'll see, but it's going to give me that shot to buy in front of 2050, it looks like right now. So I can add to it in front of VWAP, move my stop from evens to 20 1/4, which would have been an entry earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, see if we can't build this Oxy position. If I get more, then maybe I'll start taking off in front of 21 and then look to see if that high of the day can get taken out. But I will flush myself down the toilet, took some profit on CLIR in the break. It then failed through 185 there. So we're out of the 2/3 of the position we still had on. That'll turn into the first losing trade of the day. Hopefully Oxy won't be the second.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, we haven't looked at Netflix in a bit. I'm still looking at Hertz, man. We just did that out. 92s and 93s, sorry. So we're holding pretty small right now. Looks like our Macy's, man. I don't know what happened there. We were going upside. Obviously, the futures did stop a little bit, but Macy's momentum did stop. Thank God we got some out above VWAP here, 802, 803. I was looking for 815s. Doesn't look like that happened right now. But here it comes down again, Macy's. I think it's worth building up into a position right now. We are ready for, this is probably my favorite segment. So it's upgrades and downgrades, guys, with Brendan at the big screen.
Just a heads up, guys, before we get to that as well, just Fed Chair Powell currently testifying, comments all over the place from Powell so far, but watch the futures. That could be leading the market a little bit. Yeah, let's jump into upgrades and downgrades here. Some interesting moves once again today on this list. We'll talk about Qualcomm here in a second, 4% on the day after an upgrade. Price target increase on some of the airlines today, American one of them, 5.5%. Nice look, we talked about that. Corvo moving higher. Intel and NVIDIA getting a downgrade today, down 1% on that news. Southern Copper down there as well, higher even with a downgrade. Here's QCOM, 4%, nice look above $90 once again, holding. Did get a flush on the open, but we're back above $90, holding as support. Not a lot of volume behind that move, but higher anyways. Yeah, there's NVIDIA, 1.2% to the downside, rejected up there at 371, all the way down to 361 for NVIDIA, guys, on a downgrade. Back over to you.
Down, that's impossible. But look,
it's not allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's not allowed to do that. But look what is up right here. We'll explode the money because it's a banger right here. Macy's to the upside. We talked about why did you go down there? And we couldn't find out. I noted the futures, made a 5-handle move. So we go back long again. I tried 93s, guys. Should have been more aggressive to punch that one as long as well. So right now we're long Macy's. I'm going to hold the rest now until we come back down. I don't care about this one. We'll let it go. I believe in this 15 spot. I mean, look, if the futures fail us, we're fine. We do have this short right now on Disney. Our Disney short 120.62 right now. We're holding on for dear life a little bit on this Facebook trade, but again, it's very, very light. We don't have any decent shares on at all. Here's the position board. We'll come up to this one real quick, guys. Sorry to give you much notice there. Disney short right now, that's 62 cents in the money. Our Facebook is 40 cents out of the money. Hertz 3 cents in, but we've already taken out almost all of that at the low 90s. We talked about 185 being a key level. And there's Macy's, bang, upside on that one. So that's been a good trade for us as Macy's continues to move upside. That's one of my favorite names right now. We can look in here. Let's check out our friend Bitcoin to give a shout out to Mr. Jeffrey Mendel from OTC Markets. 874,000 shares and not doing much. I don't have any executions on it today, but we do trade GBTC on the show. So if you guys did have any Bitcoin questions or wanted to trade that, hit us up on the chat as well. But so far, so good. Nothing on the Bitcoin front yet, guys.
Yeah, just having a quick look at a couple of names you guys are mentioning here. Both U1 and AMC are on the move. I wanted to start with AMC. I actually had literally just moved it off of my board after the last couple sessions not trading it, and I'm kind of sick to my stomach about it because look at this roll at 575. That's the type of push that if you miss this trade, you don't want to. I don't want to chase the bottom at all. But we are catching a falling sword here, so let's look to see if we can get something more in the 70s to 75s if we want to be shorting it. Chesapeake. Occidental moving back to the upside. I'll take some out as it approaches that 2090 area. So some in the 80s, some in the 90s in front of 21, and then continue to hold the rest and buy dips in front of VWAP. Brendan, what do you got?
Here, guys, WW, big move to the upside. Formerly Weight Watchers, WW, almost 18%. I'll slow down a little here. $30 right ahead of us here, 17.5%, 18%. They got a couple of upgrades. They also said digital subscribers on a month-over-month basis, way higher than expected, guys, for WW.
Weight Watchers,
definitely
yeah.
worth a look.
Yeah, they changed their symbol a couple times, so don't worry about stumbling on that one. DJ Khaled, I think, into that one. So another one, I guess. Let's go, Valeria. What's up?
Hey Sean, and hey guys, welcome everyone who joined us for the first time. Guys, please subscribe to this channel and join us live every day. And please support us with your likes. This is so important for us to know that you enjoy what we do. Guys, today we will drop our next educational video on trade preps. By the way, subscribe to our educational channel and check out a lot of helpful stuff there. Well, I'll hit the link on the chat and I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Yeah, when people ask questions like what's the ceiling on something like U1, look, there is no way I'm going to be able to answer that question. I mean, like it's halted, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to the upside. It was 650 at the close, it was 450 in the pre-market. We're now sitting at 1558 on a halt, right? I mean, it's absolute guesswork. Anybody telling you they know where it's going to go is full of it as far as I'm concerned. All you can do is look for those reopens and maybe catch one to the downside where it opens lower than the previous halt price, tests the halt price below that, and then it can hold below there. And at that point, maybe you think the selling will start to come in. And even then, you might see some consolidation around 10 even. So that's the first sign I'm looking for. But man, it doesn't even stay open more than a minute before it halts. That's a very dangerous scenario. A couple of times it's tried to, but this is going to be a crazy one. I am going to be looking for an opportunity to short it. First, have to make sure we have locates. Second, have to see some real selling come in. Otherwise, it's going to be too dangerous to try to be a short seller in this name.
You don't have that crystal ball? Come on, buddy. What's going on with that? But yeah, no, we don't know. And that's why, I mean, look, if I knew that Macy's was going to 815, like I think it's going, and I had some true conviction there, then we wouldn't be selling right now, right? And then, you take your profits, you do what you got to do. Right now, Macy's at the high spot. We're going to wait. I'm going to put an order right here at 813. So you'll see me go crazy if we can get that. That would be pretty sweet. Now Macy's at its highest spot, basically, since I've owned these. We talked about this dump on the downside, so now we'll look to get some there. Okay, Tesla, I did want to talk about this as well. Tesla.NQ here breaking through. Now it's come through. I want to talk about this level here. It's bounced off a couple times. 105, 105, 106, 105, 105 again, 104, 104 again. So it's just hovered along VWAP here. If we get this VWAP break, I think it relieves some of the pressure of what's happening down here right now. You do have to love the futures, which I think we do. We'll wait to go upside here. 1005 break on Tesla is where your boy will be digging into right now. So we'll wait for a 1005 break on Tesla before we get into that one, guys.
Yeah, GNUS is proving to be a little bit easy here. It's not yet case closed. But I'm going to tell you, every time it gets to one of these levels, like a 380, a 375, you just pop in and you're able to see a big bid. I mean, it's just so simple. You just get out, a quarter, a tenth, whatever you want to, throw your bids at 76. You get picked up. So I'm still short at 402 here, but a nice little 25-cent win. And I'm still hanging on. If 75 breaks, we'll see how far Genius Brands can go to the downside. It hasn't even given me any kind of a pullback anywhere close to that $4 mark, although 390 now might seem like a place where we want to jump into some more shares to the south side. The only long I have on is basically at the money in Occidental. I do like this pickup here. I did add one time in front of VWAP. It's giving you some consolidation. At some point, it's going to have to test this 2090, or this is not going to be a winning trade for us. And of course, I try a couple of longs, mixed results on the first in CLIR, and remains to be seen on Oxy. All of my shorts have been fantastic, whether it was Chesapeake, IQ, GNUS, Hertz, Luckin. It is what it is. The longs for me haven't worked out yet, but the market is creeping back to the upside. That's why I have some faith in Oxy here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any faith anymore, too much more in Tesla here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, we did average into our Hertz trade there. Got some 98s there. I waited at 99s and didn't get any, so maybe on the way back up we will. And then we'll get out, man. If it's going to break $2, we'll just get out. Yeah, I see that softy, Carlos. I got you. I saw that breakout, and yes, you are right. We did miss that breakout. We can talk about it right here. Here's the break, 194.40. We missed that. I was looking at it, but I have to admit we were looking at other things as well. So we do miss that one. Whatever, we will fall in a hole for that. But I do love, Carlos, that you know that we love Mr. Softy. So good little trade there. If you did have it, I'd get out. Look where it stopped again, guys. And if you want some education, we do have that coming up with Market Wisdom. I'll throw that up in a minute. But 195 right now, guys. If you're going to take a breakout at 194.50, you need to get out at 195. It's like the reverse breakout. It's kind of the same thing. It's going to wait on that. Don't let me go here. I'm going to hit this coming up right now, guys. Not right now, but coming up at 11:50. We'll drop yet again. The reason why we keep talking about this, we get a lot of fanfare on these videos, and they're all for free. If you go on there, what is short selling, what is VWAP, the best indicators for day trading techniques, everything is on there. So head over to our Market Wisdom page. And also, guys, for sure, we'll take it off. Head over to here, Twitter, 25. I want to get to 2,600. If you're the 2,600th follower, let me know, and I'll put your handle up here on Twitter as well. Please follow me on Instagram if you want some more personal insights and whatnot on that. Twitter, we'll be putting charts up and things like that, trades that we made. I've been too busy today to do that, but we will be reviewing it as we go. CCL, my big banger today, as well as Disney, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look at Baidu now on the radar. Just thanks for that one there, Kevin. You see him on the chat, one of our traders. Looking relatively strong on a bit of a bounce back play here. Maybe a breakthrough 127 could be in the cards. Lots of room to 130 at the upside. But look, it is 10:20 already, and this is absolutely flying by. We need to get to Brendan. It's a small cap recap, I believe.
Hey guys, yeah, small cap time. Lots to get through. Let's jump right into things here. The first one I want to talk about is Luckin. We mentioned it in the pre-market. Up for the first day in a while. It's been kind of trending to the downside today. They said they were going to delay their full year filing. Blamed it on COVID-19, obviously. 450 up here was a bit of a level. If you go back 2 or 3 days ago, as far as support and resistance here, pretty easy in there in the pre-market. We're still pushing lowers. This is $4 approaching now on Luckin. Pretty easy short if you caught that one right before the open. We mentioned this one right before the open. Hasn't really done anything yet. Still down significantly. BBI from yesterday was waiting for these kind of levels from yesterday afternoon, 180 up to about $2. Still might be an idea for later on if volume starts to pick up a little. CLIR, this little shelf from yesterday, 220. I actually faded this move into that. Gave you a quick little scalp back to 180. But when a stock is showing this kind of strength on huge volume, you got to get out of the way when it starts to come back up. So back to flat on that one, but had to be quick. Nice little scalp on CLIR. And Hertz, obviously, pretty hard not to get stopped out on that initial push higher at the open if you were short in the pre-market there, but get back in. We're still kind of grinding lower on Hertz. So once again, guys, all kinds of volume in Hertz and all kinds of opportunities. Guys, back over to you.
You got that again.
Yeah, I'm having to tweet this one out here, guys, because I feel like it's once a week. I'm going to make bottom wick on a runner here, and today it's going to be CLIR. There it is for you. Breakout was good. Hope made some money there, but the reload at 195, and then I said 185 was going to be my stop. You know, every now and then when you have a stop, you should not necessarily have a hard stop, and I've said this before on some of these small cap names. A hard stop at an obvious level makes no sense. Give it a couple of extra pennies and you'll be happy about it. I'm not happy about the fact that we got out at the bottom here, but I did see somebody and I did miss the name. The chat moves pretty quick. You made 16%. Fantastic trade on CLIR. However, I'm going to do this one and I'm going to give the puke on that exit, making bottom wick today. And that is, the graphic doesn't look like me. But it is what it is. Making the bottom wick, it's always a nice little look on the chart. You have to make fun of it sometimes. It's a good call, but you got to be able to trade it better than that. 250, we're turning around at right now. At some point, I will hunt for a short opportunity in CLIR, but we didn't have locates last I checked. So that's why I'm not really jumping at anything right now to the short side or even looking to do so on CLIR.
Yeah, Hertz has been a decent short so far today. Again, short all day on this name. And look, we only got blown out there at VWAP. So I'll tweet this one out. You guys can, we'll look at the charts and see what we're talking about. I'm trying to get some out here of Hertz at this low, 190. If we can get it, obviously we'll be punching some more short as well. I take the 98s there and get out at 94. So we're just going back and forth on this one. A new position. So we'll hit the alert, alert, air horn alert right now, guys. Pretty soon we'll have our position board up for you, so you'll be able to see it 24/7. But here's Uber, guys. We did take that one short again. Look where we got out. It comes crashing down through 74. That we were waiting for 75, so we gate that one. Get out 69, get out 65. Now we're going to wait for some more downside here in Uber. It's been my least favorite stock of the day, but we're back in it, and we think we have some more downside. We did short 33.50. Let's see if we can get back there. Look at the futures, though, guys. Just hovering. We need to break. If you can break down below, I know Arun's coming at 10:45. That's in about 20 minutes. We'll talk about some key levels there, but 31.30 needs to break, and if it does, then we'll look for a downside here in Uber. Where's going to be our out? I'm not going to hold this one again. We lost too much, not too much, but we lost enough money here that we don't need to do that again. So 33.90 or so will be our out on the French driving company Uber.
There you go. I love it. We're going to throw the wheelbarrow of cash, and I could have thrown the coffee, which I'm going to give a sip to right now. Cheers. You can get these mugs if you want. It's on our merchandise channel there. But Luckin Coffee getting down to $4, of course. I've been short here in front of 4.25, so we'll take almost a 25-cent win there. But I want to hold on to a decent portion of this position. If 4 even breaks, again, I want to make sure I'm exposed to the short here. I haven't gotten any pullbacks, which is a bit of a shame. Could have had some in the teens, could have had some at 410 or so. If it does pop back up, we'll continue this little short trend. Luckin is up on the day. We've wanted to fade this one ever since it broke this 430 level off of the open. And so if it breaks 4 even, that's just going to be another leg to the downside. We talked about shorting this one in the pre-market. This is why you want to tune in at 9 o'clock. Make sure you get that watch list. Make sure you're also paying attention, to everything that we're sort of saying or tweeting out here, because we're trying to give you as much as we can, and we're not going to cover every single stock, but we'll usually give you some pretty solid levels that are worth looking, and just our thoughts about some of these names here. And didn't like the long on Luckin, obviously shorting it all the way.
Yeah, we're trying to get out of some more Hertz here for another winner. So here we go. Just keep getting out. We're waiting for 92s, actually. I'm going to wait to see what does happen here at a 188 break. We've talked about that within our realm. Okay, Disney right now, it doesn't look great because we have this little wick up here. I can't really edit that out, but it's been a great short, man. Look, we shorted ahead of VWAP here, 120.60. We talked about this market today being a little overheated. Disney up 12% from yesterday's open. So yeah, we fade that one. Bang, bang, bang. We believe in the trade so much. It's one in and out. It's one in again, and then out all around here, 119.50. And look, that's kind of right where we're at again. So we're going to dump this one for profit. If it does break above 120.50, we are short 120.62. So if this name wants to go, we've got it on. And if it goes down, we've got it. You know, I might just get out here. The market looks like it wants to get upside here. Macy's, great little pullback. And we got long, guys, 793. And it rips back up to $8. So let's go Macy's for the win here. Let's see if that one can hold.
So Occidental holds VWAP here, which is good for me, long at 2061. It's the only long position I have on, and it's been so since I got burned on that CLIR with that out at 185. But as long as we can continue to hold this, I'm not really looking to add to this one unless we get a pop up. If we do get a pop and I can take some off in the 80s, I think that'll strengthen my resolve to maybe add to the position in the 60s where I have it right now. Otherwise, just going to hold true on Oxy. We saw how strong it was yesterday. The market is holding up pretty well here, and I see a couple of people have mentioned here that an education video on the futures would be a good idea. Well, this is why we want your feedback. When you guys give us topics, what we do is we jot them down and we make sure we put them on the board to get them in the future, and we'll see if we can't recruit Arun to make sure we have our expert there on the futures levels. So we'll do that in the future. But it is time for this guy. So let's go over to Brendan.
Cleveland Cliffs, guys, moving higher here. Just noticed a big volume spike, being alerted to a big volume spike anyways. 675 looks like a bit of support here. Buyers coming back in, already 11.5%. They increased their current quarter forecast, also a couple of upgrades on Cleveland Cliffs, guys.
CLF. We talked about NVIDIA a little bit here. I know we were saying NVIDIA is allowed to go down. Look, it's going to be hard for me with the market holding up to not try to pick a bottom in NVIDIA at some point, but I need to see it, at least put in a higher low and sustain some volume at that higher price. So, let's look for 360 to break at some point. Let's look for it to hold above that 360 mark, and let's see if we can't hunt along between 60 and 62. This is one of those names we're picking up under VWAP in the morning after it finds a bottom. I don't have any problems doing that. I feel like that's the kind of long that you can dig yourself into. I mean, especially as I'm just watching the ES refuse to go down. I'm watching us approach 1,000 again. We're not breaking, 10,000 on the NQ. We're not breaking 10,000 without NVIDIA bumping back up to VWAP at some point here today. So, I'm going to look to see if we can bottom pick. Just not yet. I haven't seen a hard bottom in NVIDIA, but if we do get one, it'll be another long in addition to Occidental that we have on. Quickly going to put the position board on. You just heard about Oxy. I haven't gotten any more short in Hertz yet. It hasn't come close to that $2 mark. Again, if it does, fair enough. If it breaks 185, that could be a place to add as well. Still short Luckin at 423. That's in the money, but has not broken 4. Also short GNUS at 402. Not adding to that one unless it's in front of 4 even, or if 380 breaks, that's been a big level. If that goes, 365 next target maybe.
Yeah, it looks like the market wants to go for sure. We get out of our Disney, and now we're going to look long here on Disney just to see if that wants to go. We will take it, so we'll wait to see here. Disney looking like it wants to go upside. This is Macy's. We've got that beautiful trade here on Macy's. Super proud of this one. We bought them. We grabbed that one right at 791 there, and then it comes right back to the upside. So Macy's has been a beautiful long for us today. We'll just continue to hold that more and more upside surprise here, hopefully. For that name. Our Uber, though, is been uber bad for us here. Okay, there goes Disney. We take it outside 120.25. We wait for that quarter to break. Maybe I should have got a little bit less excited and waited for VWAP, which is 120.40. But here we go, Disney. Long again, or long for the first time. 120.26 right now. A couple hundred shares. Let's see if this one wants to get rocking and rolling here. As Hertz, we just take it out. We'll wait to see. This one wants to come downside. We still got this short. This is a big trade, but right now, most of my focus right now has to be on Disney, as we have the most capital in of any position right now on Disney. So Disney right now long.
I'm just watching Square here again rub towards that high of day 95. Check that was a bit of a break. Failed to break through. It got only 17 pennies, but bounced off 94 and VWAP. That was also a pre-market top. I think that's going to be worth a look. But Brendan, what do you got for us, buddy?
Another one we look at on big moving days in the market, it seems. Naked Brands, guys, 9.5%. No news that I can see on this. Got a huge boost in the pre-market all the way up to 118. Back to about $1 here. This is $1 right here for NAKD. Huge relative volume on this name today as well, guys.
I'm going to add that to the list, but I quickly want to throw up our what is coming up. Make sure you're stay tuned towards the end of the show. We've been talking about these educational videos. We are dropping one on trade preparation in our morning routine, and if you followed today, you see how important that is going to be, because there's a lot of names that we're moving, a million gappers all over the place, and if you didn't have a plan and a focus on some levels and a few key names, you'd run yourself into trouble. So at 11:50, we're going to talk about that morning routine. It's on our Market Wisdom channel. In addition to that, I've seen you guys throw a couple of examples in there for videos you want to see. I saw ETFs. I think that one's already on the list. So we'll be doing that one, I think, pretty shortly, upcoming. I don't know if it's going to be one of the ones we do tomorrow, but certainly it is on the list, and we're going to get to ETFs at some point. So stay tuned for our Market Wisdom channel. We're all over it for you guys.
Yeah, we're going to take CLIR here up 221%. Let's see it break one more top, and if it does that, then we'll take it and we'll see here clear sign, to the upside here. We'll see 270 break, maybe decent, and we'll take it for a little bit and then wait to see what it does here back around 245. So clear sign right now. Hopefully to the upside. We'll see if that one can work. Okay, other than that though, I'm kind of with you, Neil. We'll just wait to see what does happen here in the market. But right now, Disney, big time short, a big time long, we were short on this name. Let's just wait to see. We've gotten it twice here on the upside. We get out of our short for 60 or so pennies. Now we're holding this one 25 pennies against us. I'm not going to give this one, again, about 119.50. I'd hate to have said maybe we bought the top there, but I just thought this market wanted to go again. So we'll wait to see if that is the case or not. Uber, we're still holding that short as well. So one's going to go and one isn't here, Uber or Disney. But right now, now Hertz also nicely in the money here off this reload again, 198. So we'll see. It's just bouncing around, guys, 192, 193. I don't know really what to do with this. We're just going to keep getting it out and then get more, hopefully, if it does break through this 188.
Yeah, and we did get a break. So NVIDIA did go up above 360. You do see the NQ approaching that magical 10,000 mark. We're actually finally holding a bit of a bottom. I think I'm going to like this one if we consolidate just even a little bit here above this 360 mark. We're going to see if we can pick up some NVIDIA without chasing it too far, because the last thing you want to do is enter on a slight break after it's been going down all morning, and then we hold 10,000 and get a bit of a pullback. I'd rather use that pullback potentially in the futures to find a better price to buy. So I'm not going to jump the gun here. You have plenty of room to VWAP, plenty of room to the high of the day. NVIDIA is still negative on the session. It's got $6 until it turns positive. So I think there's plenty of room. If it's going to be an update on NVIDIA, you don't have to buy it right now. You can wait for a more favorable price. Speaking of favorable prices, I want to go back to Occidental, which is the long position that I have on right now. Again, it's holding this nice little base here. I've wanted it to break 2070 and then give me an out before I take any more long. But if it consolidates any longer and the futures start to go, you're probably going to see me take some more shares before we run out of time to do so. So as long as we hold VWAP on Oxy, I'll be perfectly happy. Not looking to add until we get an out in front of 2090. Time is absolutely flying, guys. So we updated you on a lot of what's going on for the rest of the day today. But there's one name that I've neglected, and it's gearing up to make a move. I can tell you this, Nikola is not the kind of stock that is going to hang in a 40 or 50 cent range for very long. You're seeing it with about 67 at the top and 66, 50, and 66 at the bottom here. It's been trying to maybe form a bit of a wedge pattern here. At some point, it's going to go. If it blows the top off, a scalp long is definitely in the cards. If you've paid for shorts, and I've done that, I am prepared to go short in a 66 break, not even waiting for the low of the day. I think I'd take a shot. If 66 goes, I'm going to go short. I don't like the long break at 67.50. I think I'd prefer it if it took out 68.50.
What's up, Brendan?
Heads up, if you are looking at this one to the downside, we are now back at this aftermarket level from yesterday, right at 6 even. There's also below that then 575 and then 550. But what a move for this thing. $8 up here was resistance in the pre-market. We're down to 6 now on MCEP, guys.
All right. This market is falling down here. Looks like we'll take a hit here on Disney, but our Uber's coming back. So we're going to be kind of like, that's the problem. And sometimes we hold too many positions. We are long CLIR, by the way, now through 73. Like we said, it does get as high as 75. That's not going to be enough to get us out. So we'll wait to see this one. And we've already given you the backside down here, 240. So we're going to give this one a little bit of room as we go. Other than that, we just got into Nikola on that 67.50 break. So we'll wait to see what that does. Goes instantly in the money, 50 pennies, but the spread is 50 pennies. So we'll wait to see on this one. Nikola long right now, a decent position on right now, 67.60. I have so many shares on right now that it's hard for me to watch out what we do have. But here we go, Nikola to the top side. You know what? With that note, why don't we just see what we do have on? We'll hit the start button and just give it a quick look here for you guys. Okay, Disney right now, long, CLIR long. We just got out there. Bang! That's 10 penny winner. We just got out. Hertz, we still have that. That's 3 cents. Macy's is 2 cents. Nikola right now, 50 cents. Let's go back over to that one and see if we can't make some more money, or not more money, but any money. Right now, a nice little win upside for Nikola long, 67.60. It's at 68 and change. Can it get higher? I don't know. It's struggling here at 68. Let's get out of some of this, guys.
Yeah, I'm just mentioning in the chat here, NEO has made a double bottom at 695. It's working its way back to the upside, so it's a similar pattern to what we're seeing. A lot of things trying to make a bottom as the market's trying to break out through the top. I'm going to see if we can't pick up a long in front of 7 even, a 695 stop on NEO. It's one that we've liked to the long side. It's still positive on the day, to be honest with you guys, so it's still looking relatively strong. The pullback, we thought 7 even would be a key level. It broke it a couple of times and found a nice bottom at 95. So that's going to be enough reason for me to jump into a long position. We'll see if we can catch it anywhere, in between 2, 5, 6. Somewhere in that price range is reasonable, risking about 10 cents tops. Brendan, what do you got for us, bud?
Another energy name, guys. If you like the little ones, smaller price stock, huge volume, 25 million shares on Oasis today, 8.5% still, but looking like it might want to break to the downside. This is 116 down here. We're kind of consolidating under 130 at the moment, guys.
We're just capturing more and more profits on this one. Look at CLIR. Don't worry, guys. We've got this one. I see you in the chat. We're long 270. We've been just cashing some out now. 280, 287. That's where we're at. We're at day's high right now, and your boys got this. So bang that one out. Hit this one. Thank you for mentioning this. I know Neil was on it early. We took it right now on this break, and here we go. Upside, nice little trade on CLIR. Go, go, go. Here it comes. We'll take some out. This is a nice little 25-cent winner on this name. So that's a 10% move. Let's see if we can't get more on CLIR. Watch what it does around $3, guys.
Yeah, watch out as the market had a sharp left turn to the downside there off of that 10,000 mark. So I just took a couple of longs, and immediately we're going to get a reversal here. Nikola turned around. NEO just turned around as well. But again, I like NEO a little bit better because we do have that 695 bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, we want to be long in front of 7 even. Thank goodness we don't actually yet have that trade in NVIDIA. This is what you were afraid of, 10,000 turning around. But it is good timing to jump over to Brendan for our sector watch, which is still a sea of blue.
Hey guys, yeah, time for a look at the overall market. We'll check out the S&P, still very, very positive right across the board. However, again, we do have Fed Chair Powell still testifying, so we might get those quick moves on the futures. We'll have a look at what is leading. First off, you can see front and center here, all of the industrials very, very strong on the day. URI, HWM, FLS, and J, all 5% plus to the upside. Just want to point these out. Here's the airlines again today, back to the upside. We saw this on Monday. Opposite on Monday, rather. AAL, UAL, and DAL leading here 6+% for most of the airlines. FedEx as well, 2.3% to the upside. There's Love way down there at the bottom, also in positive territory. If you're looking for a place to find some weakness, right over in this corner of the healthcare sector, you can see some of the equipment makers are starting to kind of creep back towards that break-even point, even going negative on the session. So look to this group, COO, HCA, HSIC, all 4% plus to the upside, leading in this group. Some of the pharmaceutical names as well in negative territory. Eli Lilly, we mentioned earlier, 13.5% now, guys, for Eli Lilly to the upside. Material stocks very, very strong on the day. Newmont down here, that was an earnings day, 1.9% lower. Want to mention tech stocks here. Here are the semiconductors. Can't see NVIDIA anywhere, but there's Micron, 5.1%. We mentioned NVIDIA to the downside today, possibly that one there. Not seeing the name, though. Software names, technology, both all in positive territory, very, very strong. The retail space, here's all the retailers right here moving higher today. Gap is up 7.3% on the day. JWN 13%, Kohl's there 10.3%. Overall, guys, 2.3% right now for the overall S&P 500. If you remember in the pre-market, we were above that 3% level, so still coming back to the downside. Back to you.
A good one here, guys. And if you like chicken, here it comes. It's a chicken dinner winner on CLIR. You like 20% returns. How about 30 or 40%? We are long right here at 270. Going to the upside, we're at 320 right now. So we'll put that 50, 60 cents in our pocket right now. That's that 20% move straight upside. We just took some out. $3.14. We have half on still. So nice little trade there. Chinese media here, blowing up COVID here. Rise in Florida. Beijing City raises COVID-19. So here we go. COVID is back in the building, apparently, which is not a good sign. So obviously you see what's happened to the market here, dropping down. I gave you that 31.20 level. That's right where we're going to bounce. Let's see what it does right now. But let's get out of some of the CLIR. Big trade there on that name.
Yeah, and the NEO actually held up pretty well. If we had that little dip that's happening in the market, it's resisting it so far. So as much as we like that 695 as the absolute bottom, I took a shot at a few more shares. So I talked about a range of 02 to 05 is about an entry point, but that might even be closer to the high end. We're going to risk about 10 pennies on that one to the downside. I do like NEO. Someone just mentioned they like the line in the sand graphic. I think I'll try to use that one a few more times if you do like it. But I have drawn a bit of one in NEO. That's that 695 bottom, but also now going to be looking back at NVIDIA, because as the market comes off here, I want to see how well we can hold up. And if NVIDIA can hold the bottom and we get any kind of a base in the futures, I think that's going to be a jump off point for us in that one. We do have longs and shorts on, but watch out. Nikola's coming back down southbound. 67 is a big level for Nikola. If it breaks through that, I'm going to be taking off the long and then starting to look for some short opportunities in Nikola, because longs have only been wrong for me with the only one that's actually went was CLIR, but Oxy didn't work, Nikola didn't work. Jury's out on NEO, but every short has been a good short today, so it's telling me a bit of a hint.
Yeah, let's get out of some Hertz as well. Big trade on Hertz. Needless to say, we don't need to talk about that anymore. That's a big one. Okay, CCL, we're going to wait to see here, man. That's not good news about that COVID stuff. We'll wait to see what Brendan has to say. But right now, not good news for me. Not for me, but for the world, I think, if there is a second wave there. So you'll wait to see. The market's still up huge, man. We're still up 200 points, or not 200 points, 2%. As I see on the Dow, 600 still on the Dow. So we'll wait to see what that wants to come through for us. But Uber right now to the downside, that's a 10-cent win. We took some out there, nice little win as we go. Hertz, we're going to wait to see if that one breaks through 190. We're on the bid here to get some out of that trade, but so far so good, guys, on this short. We've got it, so that's a good one. Neil just talked about that. That has fallen back down here against us, but look at this. 1, 2, 3. We got out of 60% of our trade right there before this happened. Nicola was on a march, so watch out now as this market's going to start fading down hard here. So you got to get out of some of your positions if you do have them. I'm going to hold Nicola until the bottom 65.50.
Yeah, I'm going to be shorting a little bit more of Genius Brands here. It did make a move up to VWAP, but it was again shy of my entry at about 94, 95. But if it's going to break 380 again and make a run at 375 I'll be adding through the bottom instead of taking off this time and pulling back into 390. We're going to get back into some Genius Brands. And I like this short, and I'm going to stick with it. You can't get me out of this one until we break at least $4 on that. And it's very similar to Hertz. Going to stay net short, and similar to Luckin, I'm going to stay net short. Luckin would have to break 420. That's the key price we've been watching all morning long. We're short at 423, but if it comes back, a break even or so is going to be my stop out there. Watch NEO through the bottom. If it can't hold 695, remember, of course, this news not very good for a Chinese company here, and we're going to watch NEO through that low. Just bad timing when the news came out, because otherwise I do think it's a strong stock, but we might have to get stopped out at the low of the day.
Yeah, bad timing. Welcome to Disney there. 118 break now on Disney could be. And look at that Uber, guys. We've just been banging out on Uber. So I think like some of our shorts today have been pretty good on that name. So we'll play a little bit of, what is that, Street Fighter there as we go on Uber. So nice little out there, 50s, 53s, 55s. So big trade. But now the market is getting hammered to the downside here due to some of this COVID stuff. We'll get some more news on that. But right now, it's Arun time and the futures.
Hey guys, okay, so I'm just going to start off with some quick levels here. Just to put in the top here, 31.55 on the top end and the bottom end 30.80. Those are the two key levels I'm looking at. This, since we opened, it's been very quiet. Most of the action was this morning, just after 8 o'clock, with the retail sales number when it came in at 8:30 as well, pushing it up. We were kind of drifting into that number, and we just took off good 20, 30 points. And now after the open, we're just kind of going sideways, and we finally took a break downside. But now with this move, I'm looking for shorts. At the same time, I'm open to longs as we come down through these 10s, these 15s and 10s. There's a ton of buying in this area between, I want to say 10 going down to 80. So it's a wide range. So I'm going to keep an eye out for some longs if they present themselves. The short, of course, if it comes back up, we just took out that 25 level that I was looking at. It wasn't much of a level as it was an area. If we got underneath it, I was looking to short. We are clearly below it, but the problem is at this point, if I take a short, I got to put the stop all the way at 55. So I'm not willing to pay up on this at 13 right now. So I'm going to wait to see what happens if we come up through these 20s into these 25s. If they start to slow down, I'm going to take a shot at the short. At the same time, though, like I said, we're coming into some buy areas down here in the 10s. I'm open to the longs as well. If either one of those levels break, the 80 or the 55 on the top end breaks, I'm willing to step into the break, right? If we break 55, I'll go long. If we break 80, I'll go short. I'm open to that as well. There's a lot of action in both ways at this moment. Unfortunately, the moves are happening very quickly, which messes up the risk-reward ratios for these trades. So you kind of have to be patient, and it seems like that's what I've been doing for the last week and a half, just waiting for these trades to happen. And it's another, nothing, no surprise here as we're waiting for more information. We'll just see how this plays off these levels. And hopefully I can catch a trade before lunch because that seems to be hard to find these days. But yeah, that's all I've got for now. And hopefully we'll just keep an eye out. There's a lot of information coming out as the market reacts to the Fed's testifying on, as the Fed chairman testifies on in Congress or in front of Congress. So the markets will move very quickly. And it seems pretty clear that the market is willing to move on a highly volatile, low volume session so far. So we'll see how this plays out. And that's all I've got for you guys. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Arun. We head southbound further here, and going to get out of that Neo, another long that does not work out, but another short that is able to take a break on luck. And remember, I said not getting out of any more shares in front of 4, but adding to my position. So I now have a 408 short. We started it here at 23. It just broke 4 even. So Luckin Coffee continues to head southbound. This is a good one for us. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but the shorts are definitely winning out for me. And this is why we're in the green, because we had an initial short bias. A few too many longs and bottom picking, I do think. But now we're just going to ride the shorts we got. Brendan, what do you have?
A couple of things, guys. First off, that news from China as far as COVID is concerned, that was actually out overnight. So that's new data out of China coming out overnight. They've had to shut down parts of Beijing again because of a spike in COVID-19 cases. As Arun said, Fed Chair Powell is still testifying. Some of the comments that are coming from him pretty negative as far as the overall economy is concerned. So I think that has more to do with the move down in the futures at this point than the actual spike from China in cases. Wanted to mention crude oil back to the downside here as well. Some of the energy names coming in pretty hard. 39 held up here on crude. Still pretty positive on the day, 4%. But some of the energy names, if you're looking at them, starting to sell off as well, guys.
All right. 64.90 or so. If 64 breaks, we'll get out of our Nikola trade. So we just averaged into Nikola down here as well, 66.50. So let's wait to see what this one wants to do to the upside as we go. Okay, guys, we're just going to sit here, keep going with everything as we go. We have Luckin Coffee now, just came in at 396 short. So we'll wait to see if this one wants to keep heading southbound. Neil's been on this name. I haven't. So we just noticed it right now. It actually goes all the way down here to 91, and I wasn't even paying attention, so bad on me there. But Luckin right now, we do have 396 to the short side. That's my only new position. Average into Nikola, so this is going to matter if this moves. And then other than that, man, Uber, we cashed out of the majority of our shares down here at 55, just like we did over here. We always talk about 50s. If you want some education, any spots there, we do like trading those names at the even levels. So here it comes back up to $34 as well. So right now, Uber to the downside. Hertz, we still have that one here at 91. It's just bouncing around. We're going to wait for that 88 break or 90 break right now. Other than that, man, it's just been a rocking day. Arun just mentioned a few key things there. So we'll wait to see what does happen. Fed Chair Powell, good point, still speaking. So you got to watch out for the market. Watch out for some of these money center spots as well. JP Morgan, WFC, whatnot.
Yeah, and IQ is finally starting to level off, even just a little bit here. It's been a big-time pullback, of course. The news with Tencent looking to acquire a stake there, and a bit of a battle going on. It's trying to find a bid, but it's been just such a great short trade all morning long that I'm getting a little bit hasty in terms of how big we want to put on a shot to the long side. I always like when we find a bottom at some point. If you get sort of deal speculation, usually you have a nice little sell-off, and there is a bounce at some point in the day. And I am going to wait for it to actually come back up through 24 instead of trying to bottom pick here. So at some point, IQ is going to be a long, but I'm not going to bottom pick without a break to the upside. It'll be almost $1 move before it breaks that 24 mark, but I think we'll patiently wait for that. Hertz is making another leg to the downside here, and we've been short all morning long, and I didn't want to take anything off through 190. If 185 goes, I'm going to see if we can't find a place to add to our 207 short if we can. At some point, this is going to go to $1.40 and then $1 in my purview. So I've been looking for a place to add. It just broke through 190. It could give us a chance here if we break 189. The floodgates really open up.
Yeah, you just talked about Hertz. Okay, good. Yeah, I just noticed that as well, so I won't talk about it. But Hertz breaking, and your boy went short. So we talked about that. Short 190. We'll wait to see now what comes through. We just got some at 186, so we've been net short this whole way. So Hertz, we'll hit a cheer for that one, guys. But we'll also cheer Brendan. What's up, bud?
One of the hotels, guys, just noticing back to almost day highs here for Caesars, 4% to the upside. They updated their current period. Since they reopened some of their properties in Las Vegas, sales have been much better than expected for those properties that have been reopened. Still, though, down more than 55% as a company across the board, guys.
Okay, we're gonna get out of some of this, what is this stock here? Luckin right now. So we'll get out of some Luckin here if we can. We'll wait to get out. There it is, 91s, 90s there. Taking some out there of Luckin, just a little piece. So short 96, wow, what a good out there, 90? So okay, we got that 90 bid. So that was a good out. Now Luckin starting to head to the upside. Watch out, guys, futures now breaking lower. So any shorts you have on, probably gonna be cash money, including this Uber trade. And bang, Uber trade as well. We hit the switch, this one going downside. 33.50 back in the building. We'll get some more out and rinse and repeat this one. But Uber, good trade on this one. The money's been coming in today. Let's see if we break through 50. Come on, Uber, let's go. Let's take this and flush Uber down. Adios, amigos. Uber to the downside. We are ready for money talks, but here goes Uber. Nice 30-cent win on this name, guys.
Yeah, just watch.
Yeah, just talking about Weight Watchers there. We'll jump into the currency segment here, guys. We'll talk about some Forex pairs moving largely to the downside. So volatility coming back into the market. We're seeing the US dollar showing a little bit of strength today. So right across the board, pretty negative here, starting with the euro back to 112.3, down 0.8% for the euro. We're back below 112.5. I mentioned yesterday that was a bit of support for the euro. This 112.5 area, we're back below that. Got all the way up to 113.5 yesterday, and then the big spike to the downside today. Canadian dollar 73.5 today, down about well, it was more than that. It was about 0.25% at one point. So coming back to the upside a little bit. British pound lower as well, 125.6. We have Australia and New Zealand both back in negative territory. You can see Japanese yen and Swiss franc, typically those volatility plays coming back to the upside. A lot of money going into those two today as well. Crypto is pretty flat. Nothing going on with Bitcoin, down 0.5%. We have Ethereum holding 232. So in negative territory, but only very slightly. Let's go back over to Sean.
Only very slightly. Yeah, I'm going to tweet this out. Let's go, HTZ, let's go, because right now we are just crashing car. We're going to see a car crash here if we can. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We're going to tweet this out right now. We just tweet out this on Hertz. Nice little trade here. Follow me, guys, all over Twitter. This is kind of funny. This is kind of like what happens when you think, you know, you're cruising along there. You realize you don't have any brakes, and then there it goes, Hertz now to the downside. So a nice little trade there for Hertz. Follow me here on Twitter. Did we break 2600? Almost 2597. So right there, a cool couple clips also tweeted out here on our Instagram. So follow me on there as well. Just launched this weekend. Here we go. We got some big winners and stuff happening right now on Insta. So follow me there. Follow me on Twitter. Let's go, guys. CCL, nice little break here at 45, 48. Bang! Another win right here on CCL. Let's keep that train going. See if we can't get some out right now. 44s. Boom, 43's out. We gave this trade to you short 2050 right now. Watch out for the futures heading downside. Look at Luckin. Your boys got this one at 96 as well. Doesn't matter. Big cap, small cap, any cap. Let's keep going. Uber, let's put our position board on right now if we can, guys. We'll hit start and we'll go back on this one quickly for this because I want to get out of some of these winners. CCL right now, big win, 12 cents. You know, screw this. We're going to get out. You can see the positions. We have a lot of them on and they've been good. So let's just keep getting out. 14 cents now in the money for CCL. Bang, bye-bye. We just short this one at 20.50. We're going crazy here. Nice little 30-cent win. We've got Uber 59 cents. Luckin 15 cents. Hertz 10 cents. CCL 21 cents. The Hertz is really like a 30-cent move, but there it is. That's a little recap there, Neil. Welcome back. It's been a good one.
Yeah, I sat down. I threw right to Weight Watchers here, formerly Weight Watchers, WW, right before we went to Brendan. It did break through VWAP. I was trying to get it up here on a 29.70 break, chased it all the way to 29.50. It's still trying to head southbound with the market here, but now I'm going to see if we can't work into a bit of a short. It resisted this level here at 29, so it probably has to break through 29 to get an even bigger move. I'm going to work into a short in front of 30. We'll take out some shares for a 30, 40-cent win if it does break 29. That's also a place to add on a breakdown. So I only have 4 shorts on. Hertz, we've been short since 207, but I'm adding to it for the first time after it broke 185. and still short Genius, which is in the money. Watch out for Genius Brands. Look, it's 22 cents in the money for us at 402 on a short, but this 380 and 375 level, those are places to add to a trade here. So if I get a 375 break, I'm going to be adding, not subtracting, to my position on Genius Brands. And of course, Luck and Coffee, we're still short at that one on the 4 break. We've had it all morning long, starting at 25, now at 4 even. But I'm going to dig into some formerly Weight Watchers, WW here, in front of 30 even, guys.
Yeah, what an absolutely fantastic day it's been so far today, and we're going to do a little bit of an Instagram post right now for you guys. We'll throw down an Instagram live. Okay, Luckin right now, guys, breaking down to the downside. Boom, that one off. We'll keep flossing these off as we go. It's been a huge day. Look at this one, Uber, and you bang that one out. You fail, Uber. You fail, down to $33. Look at this trade, $33.73 on the short. Bang, 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 bang. Just keeps on going all the way to the downside. Uber, yeah, that's right. Wow, CCL now exploding to the downside. Look at these trades that we have on, guys. The market is falling. Hide your kids, hide your wife. What a fantastic day. Bye-bye, CCL. We just shorted this a little while ago. $20. Okay, 50-cent win in 3 minutes. We be taking it. Watch out for 20 even right here, guys.
Yeah, and watch out. I told you guys about a reload opportunity in Weight Watchers here. Just loaded some more shares in front of 29.50, so I'm going to stay net short as the market continues to fall off. I just have 4 shorts. You can take profit on some of it if you want to be doing that on the way down. I think that's a good move. I'm going to do that every step down, and a little bit on Hertz, a little bit in front of 29 on WW. When it comes to GNUS, though, I'm not taking any profits until we get a 375 break. I want to see that level go, and I want to see how far we can go downside. I'm going to throw out the idea of bottom picking in IQ. That's done with. The market is falling too heavily to be doing that. Is shorts and holding shorts until we're proven otherwise. That's what you got to do in a market like this. Take advantage of this directional trade. Glad we got to that, Weight Watchers. It was a little bit late to the party, but starting to reap the rewards. Like I did mention, though, if you get a 29 break, that could also be another ad opportunity for you there. I will take some shares out in front, 30, 40 cents, nothing to sneeze at, but 29 goes, you could be retesting that 28.20 bottom on WW.
Yeah, guys, and we're just going to just keep getting out here. Great trading on CCL, man. Our day has just been literally lifted to the moon. We'll hit the arrows up here. Where is that little moon thing here? We'll see what it's going on. But the market right now, falling like I am on this tree, but thank God we're loaded up short here. Hertz, 11 pennies. LK, Uber, 70 pennies. CCL, 40 pennies. Take it, B. Wickens.
A little bit of news here, guys, as far as vaccines are concerned. If you remember, about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, the U.S. government narrowed a list of potential companies to come up with a vaccine. I think it was to 5. Now there are only 3. So Moderna, mRNA here, AstraZeneca, and Pfizer being named by the Trump administration as the most likely candidates to come up with a vaccine. Guys.
Bottom picking something like a Pfizer, but like I said, it is short, it is all about the short. And look, we talked about 29, it's coming rapidly in WW. We're going to quickly take off a 30-cent scalp. We did add one time. I will add again if it gives me anything close to that 29.50 at VWAP. We're going to stay net short. Hertz is approaching $1.75. I mean, I didn't necessarily think today would be the day for 140. At some point, like I said, if we hold $2, that is an ultimate target on Hertz. I want to be adding to this at some point, so if you can call it 185 on a pullback, certainly. 175 breaks here. We'll take a few more shares off, but I'm going to let this one ride to that 150 mark first, see how far we can go. We just dropped a couple of hundred points here on the NQ and about to turn negative on the day. So I got 4 shorts on, and we're going to stick with all of them. GNUS, Hertz, Luckin, and Weight Watchers. And as much as I hate to say it, we might even have to look for something in the chip space to the south side as well. Not necessarily NVIDIA, though, because I don't want to touch that.
Guys, look at this. CCL, you guys want something. Look at this trade. We are short right here, guys, $20.50. We just took some out at $19.75. So to talk about us getting elevated a little bit, hells to the yeah, we smile right here because this market is just plummeting. I told you, I exited every single long I had when I saw that Chinese news. And there you go to the downside. It's ripping up. More cases in Florida. Here's the position board, guys. Let's bang this up. off. You want an 80-cent winner in a $20 name? Welcome to my trade. CCL right there, 82 cents. Look what we have on right now. Hertz, 14 cents in the money. We've been cashing that out. Follow me on Twitter. Luckin, 8 cents in the money. And Uber, $1.23. Boom, that one, guys. Right now, the market is falling off the earth, and we are cashing in. Huge right now, guys. Big-time trades happening all over the place. We're ready for European update, though. I assume that's going southbound.
Hey guys, welcome to the European update. Europe is in a very positive territory today as investors react to the latest Fed's announcement and focus on central bank actions all over the world. Italy is leading 3.87%. France is up 3.21%. Britain is up 3.36%. Germany is up 3.65%. And Spain is up 3.75%. That's all with Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
Thank you very much there, Valeria. I'm still looking at 375 on GNUS. We've been shorting it since the open, a couple of pops here into that $4 mark. We haven't added to the position, and I haven't been taking anything off and waiting for 375 to break. I will be adding to the short on that break if I can get it. It is short sell restricted. I'm not going to be able to hit the bid, but we can throw an offer in when the level breaks to see if we get a little bit lucky on the way down. Or we're going to short a pop here. I do have an order that's been sitting at about 388 for quite some time now, so I am ready to short this one on any kind of a pop. I'm also looking to reload in WW, formerly Weight Watchers there as well. So 29.50 is about a reload price for me on that short, but waiting for GNUS to have the floodgates open up. Similar to what happened on Hertz through 185, we're looking for that at 375 on GNUS. Luckin, we're still short as well. No longs for me, 4 shorts, looking to add to a couple of those names.
Yeah, no longs for this dude either. You just saw my trades here. We're going to get out of some luck in here as we do, and it's just been a fantastic trade. We'll wait for 88s here. Looks like we got some support down here, up here at 90. There it goes, breaking through. We're out of half of our luck and trade, guys, so that's been big, needless to say. Our Hertz trade, look at that out. Can you go perfect? I think you can. Sometimes we do go perfect, and you know what? This board, you know what? It's not showing all of the pictures on here. Where's Street Fighter? There it is, Street Fighter perfect. So nice little out there on that break. We go 190 short, bang it at 85, 86, bang it again at 80, then bang it at 75. So big trades there happening on Hertz. So we're nailing that one and hitting that one out of the park for you guys. So everything making waves now. Uber, we didn't get any on the very bottom, but we're very, very light. We're going to get out right now on some Uber. That was a big move down. Maybe it's time to reload, guys. This move is not done. Let's see. We probably get back to zero today off of being up 300 points. So, or 300 points, 900 points off open. I'm guessing JP Morgan's fallen down as well. How high did we get?
I mean, everything is basically falling down. Even Square couldn't hold up there. It just bounced off of low of day. But look at that nice little double bottom off the morning in Square. Put in a higher low. It's at least one name which is showing a bit of strength in this overall market. At some point, you know, if we catch a bounce here, let's watch for that one in the afternoon to maybe take the top off. Either way, I think you have a shot here off the low. Some 93 on a bit of a bounce play. Square could be some relative strength worth hanging on to, or at least looking back on a little bit later on. But for me, if we don't get back above like 9,900 on the NQ, I'm not going to be looking for anything too strong to the long side, but file that one away. We are looking for that reload in WW. It's coming back to that 30 mark. We took some out on the way down. I did want some more out on that 29 break, but it stalled here 28.90 to get any lower. I still think we have a chance to retest some of those lows. It's still up 17%. With the market coming off like this, I can see some profit taking. Any consolidation below 30, good place for me to add to this position. I remain net short in 4 positions. I will give them all to you right now with the position board. First one is going to be GNUS at 402. I am only adding at 375, or it's going back to break even. Short Hertz at $1.95. That was my second entry. We're going to give that one at $2, and also looking to add at a 175 break. Luckin Coffee, we've been short since 425, and we added at $4 as well. I'm looking for that one to also take about 385 out to the downside, and then we're looking to add to Weight Watchers in front of 30 even if it can consolidate below that. So still only with 4 shorts. I do think Square can be a long at some point, just not looking for it just yet, guys.
What up, B?
Eldorado Resorts, guys, another one from the hotel group, just being alerted to this one. Big volume spike down through $40 here. It did actually break through 40, but then immediately popped back above. Another one of those hotels that was sharply higher on the day, obviously 6%, but seeing some selling volume coming in, guys.
Thank you very much, Brennan. I do want to quickly throw up what is coming up. It's past that 11 o'clock mark, guys, but we do have, with about 10 minutes to go in the show, we will be dropping a link to our morning preparation and routine video. That's on our Market Wisdom channel. We try to bring these to you, in a timely fashion every single week. We shoot a few of them, but it's really about you guys giving us the feedback. What do you like about it? How can we improve on it? What topics would you like to see us do? So check that one out. It is going to be dropped at 11:50. Valeria is going to drop that link in the chat, so we hope you join in and watch that video at your earliest convenience if you get a chance.
Yeah, exactly. And earliest convenience meaning right away after the show. So definitely check that out, guys. We're not going anywhere. That'll be there forever. So check it out. But yeah, big one if you're looking at that. CCL, we do get out again pretty much at the bottom. These bottom wicks don't happen. 1974 there, the bottom of CCL. So nice little out there. We'll see if it doesn't come back to the downside now again. Looking to possibly reload. But look at this. The market cracks through 3,100, drops 30 handles, and now rockets right back. We were close to being negative on the day. We only got down about 0.6 up. So we'll wait to see what that one wants to do now. But yeah, lots of stuff happening in the market, to say the least. Let's check back on Softy, my favorite stock, but you wouldn't know that because I haven't traded it yet. Okay, Microsoft, whoa, 191, straight back to the upside. Now cracking back down. Watch out, guys. We may be retracing back down. Let's short some more CCL right now.
Yeah, just watch out. This could be a bit of a rollover opportunity. I'm going to see if we can't get more of a WW there around that 330 mark, but also going to check back in on Square because it's marching and stalling shy of that high of day. We talked about this 95.20. We're going to file that one away a little bit here as we look for an opportunity to maybe go long. If we do roll back to the downside, I'm going to be looking to see if we can't pick up Square in front of that 93 and see if it can't put another bottom just like this. Otherwise, the blowout through the top, I'm not going to go long at this price. That doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. Either it gives me the pullback or it gives me the breakout through high of day. But Square, the next long I take is very likely to be in this name right here. Still up 4%. And I'm still short in Hertz. But Brendan, what do you got?
A little one from the Venture Exchange here in Toronto, guys. This one looks like did not open today at all. ARCH just out with news saying that the FDA in the U.S. obviously has given them the go-ahead to proceed with a trial on their COVID-19 vaccine, guys.
Who reloaded with me? Because if you did, get ready for this one because yes, sir, it's Street Fighter time again. Look at this reload on CCL, guys. I'm going to be tweeting this bad boy out again. I just said, let's just punch short. We do it at 15, and now we're 20 pennies in the money. It's just that simple sometimes. So yeah, just follow us today. Anyways, it's been a good day for us. Yesterday was pretty good. Today, even better. Look at this movement now coming to the south side. So big time win here. CCL, we reloaded. We gave that to you live on the show. I hope you guys reloaded that with us as well. And yeah, I'm not being fooled by Hertz here. We've been getting in and out of best out 174. That's a 25-cent win right there off this 15-cent win there off this $1.90. Bang, bang, bang. Look at all these executions. Bang, 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 bang. Short again. We rinse and repeat this bad boy. So we'll get more short as it comes back up. But right now we're very, very light. We did reload on pretty much everything, guys.
Yeah, I've basically been just working about a little bit, but I'm maintaining my short in Hertz. I'm adding to a position in Luckin as well. Look, I feel like you have a few names that you like to the south side, and when you get a bounce like this, you're going to take advantage of this opportunity. I had missed every shot to reload in my short in Luckin up until now, so you're going to see me take advantage and jump back in here when it crosses $4. And if I get anything in front of 10, I'll probably do the same thing, adding at that price as well, guys. So someone just asked quickly about Genius if I think 5 will break this week. Look, obviously we are day trading, and I do like the short right now. I would think it's very, very unlikely. I will say this: if we can't cross the 420 mark at some point today, if it doesn't make a bottom, maybe off this 375, which I've been waiting to break. If it makes a bottom there and fails to close above 420, I would bet hard no on that, but I wouldn't completely write it off. It's not a bet that I would make. I would be staying on the short side as long as we hold below this 420 mark today. It really has to show a stronger close than I've been seeing, especially if this 375 goes. all bets are off at that point because Genius has been holding this all morning long, and it's a strong buyer down there. And when that goes, you can pretty much forget about it. No way I'm going to be thinking it's going to $5, guys.
Yeah, okay, good look there on Genius Brands. Yeah, okay, bang, bang. Yeah, you guys are loving it right now. Good thing you're on that trade with us. Let me trade a name that Brendan's going to give us. What up?
Another one to look at, guys, if you're kind of thinking along the lines of the infrastructure spending bill that they're talking about in the U.S. This is U.S. concrete up 17% today. Monster relative volume, very thinly traded, only about 800,000, but this thing barely trades on a regular day. So huge relative volume here. $27, bit of a pivot so far, just back to that point, trying to hold as support. But market coming off pretty sharp here. We're still up 17% on this one, guys.
Pretty sharp, you say. Yeah, it is. It sure is. Okay, right now, I don't have much else to talk about other than what we have on. And that was Uber right now, 33. We're going to wait for that to break before we get out. This is an 80-cent winner. We're short all the way up here, guys. That one has been a banger there as we rip up some contracts on this name. And yeah, just coming right to the downside. So that keeps going. CCL, we just take some out again at 01s. What a great short. That is bang, bang there. We'll be tweeting that out as well. We have Hertz. We've been loving that name all the way back up now. It's fading back through. So we'll get out of a little bit more here at 184, 185. And yeah, it's just been a big day. Let's just keep it going. And yeah, Disney. Wow, Disney. Look, my short early, I can't say anything about this because I did not expect the market to fall like this. So Disney, bang, bang, bang. We try to go long. We get out on that news, and thank God we did as it's dropped all the way back down. And that's part of it, guys. Know the stocks that you're trading and how they can be affected by news. As soon as I heard that, I basically hit that market sell. And if you want to learn something, watch us on Coming Up right now, guys, at 11:50. So that's about 30 minutes away. Morning routine. We talk about being prepared. Nothing better than that. Check out our market wisdom page as that one's going to come through. But everything moving up nicely here in the market. We are hella short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short names for your boy right now. But we got to start getting out.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5 for you, it's 4 for me. I got the reload on WW here. We do talk about catching things on the way down as opposed to on the way up. So as much as you could have had this in front of 30, I did wait for it to actually reject a couple of minutes here and then start to head southbound and got that little reload. I'm going to see if we can't get some orders out in the 20-30 range if it makes another push to the downside. I'm also looking to see if we can't add to a couple of other positions. I talked about GNUS, but Luckin, I'm wanting to add to that short. Square, I'm still looking for basically the same thing to happen. It's going to be pretty binary for me. It's either a break off the top here if it can take out that high of day 95.17, so 95.20 or so, or it gives me a pullback that we can use into 93. It's not a horrible idea if you wanted to use that level for a quick little short trade. Maybe give that one into VWAP, but you're in a bit of no man's land on this little bounce in the futures, and I think Square is strong. I have enough shorts on. So if we get a long trade, it's going to be a breakout here in Square. I don't think that's where I would hunt for a short. It's shown a little bit too much relative strength.
Okay, we get out of our Uber there as that is out. I did want to talk about this. CLIR, guys, we are short right now, 43. So a nice little 12-cent win. It's still going downside, so I'm going to wait for this VWAP here. We do have some bids in the 20s here, so some nice size following this down. Clear sign. Maybe they're done. So we'll wait. Not done, but maybe that move is done. We hit it for the long. Bang, that one. Big trade. Clear sign, one of my top stocks today. Easily my top stock, though, is CCL. Well, we can talk. We've been talking about that. So there it is, a nice little out there, 33s. We are short again, 45s here. Is it 45s? 44s. So we'll wait to see. Going to get out if it breaks back above 60, but let's just wait to see how much. Have some patience on this trade, guys. So we'll wait to see there. I see there. Oh, you want that Valeria Floss mug? I see it right there. Is that a mug or a t-shirt? I don't know.
I think it's a shirt.
We're showcasing some merchandise. I would rather pick up, not rather, but you just saw right there the mug, so you can pick that up from us as well. There she is, flossing. Head to our page. You can see what we're all about. These prices, of course, in CA, Canadian dollars, guys. So pick up some of that if you want to support the show. We are doing the show for free here, but come on, CLIR. Let's head to the south side.
Yeah, just looking at Baidu potentially trying to break back to the upside here. Watch for a 125 break. This looks relatively strong at the bottom. Square just took the top off, so I finally have a long in that one. So 95.25 as it's heading to the upside. But I'm actually going to have a quick look at Baidu through 125 as well, as it made a nice bottom and a bit of a higher low that it put in and then consolidated at. So Baidu, that'll be more of a scalp into VWAP, whereas I think Square will probably be prepared to hang on to that one a little bit longer. It's shown some strength that I do like so far this morning. So only about 25 Actually, no, it was about 20 cents in the money now, almost break even on that square. I think we'll add if we get any kind of a dip buy opportunity, but looking at Baidu right now, offer at 125 even when that breaks. I'll try that for a scalp long into VWAP.
And guys, we did get out there nicely of CLIR. We got it to some at 27. What a great little print there. So we've been crushing this stock upside and downside today. So it's been a good one, needless to say. Today's looks like, well, we have a few new ones on the board today. Today's been kind of like this here. Little roller coaster action for us here today. There's Valeria at the back there. Nice one. Get those hands up if you like the roller coasters. But that feels like what it's been like today for us. Up and down, obviously, if you're watching the market, you know exactly what we're talking about here. But someone asked about CCL. Yeah, we got out of that one. There's the short, there's the out. We got out mostly all of them at 20. Now we'll wait to see. It looks like it's fading back down. Watch these futures. This may be a good spot to short again, guys, here, 2045 on a 2045 break where we got out. Let's go short again. What's up, Brendan?
Yeah, nice retracement here for the overall market. CVU, wanted to mention this one, a little aerospace systems engineer company. They picked up a whole bunch of contracts from Northrop Grumman worth basically half of their market cap. So whole market came off pretty sharply there. This thing didn't even make a new low. Held 380 as support here. We're moving higher. Big time relative strength. CVU, guys.
Oh, Brendan.
CVU, yet another name we're going to have to add to that list. I wanted to check back at least a little bit on NVIDIA here. It is finally pulling back into that 361 price. Hard bottom. We talked about, not wanting to jump into this to the long side if we were going to fail at 10,000 there on the NQ, and this is why you don't jump into it. But it might give you an opportunity through 362 at some point, so file that one away. But I quickly want to make sure you get the position board up here so you can see a couple of new positions on. I do have a couple of longs now. One of them in the money, of course, and that's going to be Square. We just took a 25-20 break, got 25. That's in the money for us. Baidu, a 125 break, looking to scalp that one into VWAP. Still short in GNUS, Hertz, and Luckin. I like all of those to the short side unless proven otherwise. We're going to keep that train rolling, guys.
And there's the cow. It's been a cash cow today. Needless to say, look at CCL. Again, I just gave this to you guys at $20.45. We just talked about going short through there, and here's 13 pennies. So we get out of half, and now let's see how much lower it wants to go. So here we go. It just keeps coming in today. The money just keeps on coming. We belly dance this one off. CCL, to say it's a cash cow would not be correct. It's much more than that. It's like an open bank today for us. CCL, bang, bang, bang. Short again. Let's see how far this thing does want to fade down. I'll be taking some off here. Throw it to Brendan.
It was interesting, guys, to see as the market sell-off was accelerating there, some of these Chinese-based names moving to the upside in a hurry. So Wafu, online education company, we were talking about this one yesterday, WAFU, 50% now. It's halted again on a volatility halt. There's been 4 or 5 volatility halts on WAFU. Guys.
I remember that one. Wafu, we're going to have to add that one back to the list. I also, people have been talking about U1. This was a stock that I did like to the short side. We didn't have any locates on it at any point. If we do get them, I'll be looking to see if we hold below 14 even, maybe try something into that $10 range. But watch out if 10 breaks. If you are long in U1, for whatever reason, I probably wouldn't let that 10 mark go. That's just me. You can do whatever you want. That's just my piece of advice there. Square. It did make a run up to 95.50, broke, and then came back down. It's now basically holding that same breakout price. So going to stick with this one. I think we like it at least till 94.60 or so. It's been relatively strong all morning long. And, if we get another secondary push down in Hertz, I'll probably take some shares off in front of 175 and look to aggressively get back in front of 2. Rinse and repeat, we're going to like. Baidu on that break is basically break even as the market's basically holding around this 9,900, 9,920 mark if you're looking at the NQ. I haven't talked too much about the airline space this morning, but I am having a quick look over at American. My gut reaction is that you're getting an opportunity to possibly sell this one in front of VWAP. If we roll back below 9,900, I think a 17 break to the downside is going to be in the cards here for us to take a little bit of a short. I would just caution on maybe the position size at this time of day. We call it here, one of our traders coined it the HFT hour because things slow down around lunchtime. Really, we're talking about 11 o'clock till about 2:30 or so. So you do want to consider position size, how much you want to let it go against you. But if we can't break 17.50 on AAL and the market rolls over, you're probably looking at another short opportunity here. I would wait until 17 breaks to the downside, however.
Okay. Yeah, we are right now short everything. CLIR, nice little win here again. 13 pennies on that name. We can put up our board. Why not? Let's just do that quickly for you guys. We'll put it up, we'll update it, and we'll start it. So here we go. We've been getting in and out of Hertz. Not really lately, but that's been probably, you know what? My best stock is CCL. What am I talking about? Okay, CCL right now, 13 pennies in the money. CLIR, the same 13 pennies. Hertz is 5 cents. And our Luckin, we still have a little position on that one. We got most of that out at 90. So right now, that's 10 cents against us, but it's about 20% of our initial position on that one. So it's been a good day. Needless to say, if you're watching the show, you know that. But here comes CCL back to the upside. Some great outs down there, 27. We like to trade out around the 25 mark. So every time it comes down there, we get out of a little bit. I tend to hold about 10 to 20% of my position, which we have on about right now. So let's wait to see how much further CCL wants to go. Will these futures crack even lower? That could be coming up very, very soon. Hertz 190, a couple outs here. What was that price right now? 183. So let's put some bids out here and just get more out here of Hertz, guys.
Yeah, I'm now looking at Chesapeake here. It's holding a very, very tight range on the low side. So 1550 up to about 1585, 1550 breaks. We're going to be short when that does go. First stop is going to be that bottom from the morning. And of course, we got out of our initial short here on that halt at 1511, but it did go a little bit lower to 1462. That'd be the first stop that we get out of any shares on that break. After that, we were looking to see how far we can go to the downside. We wanted to look for a re-entry on Chesapeake, but unfortunately it never gave us anything in that 17 range, and we missed this little pop here at 10.15. Weren't aggressive enough at that 17 price, but we're not going to miss a 10.50 break. It's short sell restricted. If you don't know what that means, we have done a video on that before. Check out our Market Wisdom page for that. For a little bit of clarification, you can't hit the bid unless you get an uptick. And speaking about our Market Wisdom page, we do have upcoming today at 11:50. We're going to be dropping another one of our videos. It is going to be on preparation, a very, very important topic. If you want to jump in and add some comments in there, let us know in the chat or via any means on Twitter, wherever you want to do it, what you think of the video, what you like, what you don't like, topics that we can cover. We're always trying to make sure they're bigger and better for you guys, and we can't do that without some feedback. So jump over to our Market Wisdom channel and we drop that video today. That's going to be on morning preparation.
Okay, here we go, guys. We're long Nikola right now back again. So we did take a beat down, not a beat down. We actually, let me look at what my net is. We're actually fine on Nikola today because we did take this dollar. This was about a 50-cent win there. We got along 67.50, out 68.30, 68.30 again, so that's 80 cents, and then out again 68.73. So that trade was $1.30 in the money. Now we take along on this break. We get some consolidation down here, and now we get excited because Nikola to the upside right now. So we're long right here, 66.20. Let's see if our day just can't get even better. Let's see. We need a break of 66.50. Maybe we'll take out some here and then some more later, but 66.50 looks like it wants to go here on Nikola. So we'll sit down there and get out. There it is. Nice little out there, 30 pennies. Now let's see if we get the upside here on Nikola. 67.50 would be a good spot for me. We'll put an order there, and then we'll wait to see if we can't get back to VWAP here on more excitement in the electric car space. We will take a look at Tesla, of course, soon, but that one's been falling down.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the cash cow. And like every now and then, I only had conviction in a couple of things to the long side. I kept beating the drum on Square here to take off the top or give you a bit of a dip buy. It didn't do the latter, but it did the former. I took a scalp off for a 50-cent win, and we're going to hang on to this one. And we're going to look for pullbacks into 95. We're going to look for a secondary break at 96 as well on Square. I think if the market's going to go up, this is the name that I was most comfortable with to hold along. We do have Baidu, which is basically flat, but Square very strong in this market and relatively strong. Certainly, you see it's still up 5% and just broke the top. But Brendan, what do you got for us?
Right on cue, guys. News on Square. Citigroup intraday. You don't see this a lot, but intraday price target increase to 95 on SQ. They also mentioned a couple other names in this article, but Square specifically intraday price target increase, guys.
Just broke 95.
Guys, I picked some Square. I mean, you're not going to believe, you will believe this because I'm telling you. But 90, I picked some Square up at $35 about a month and a bit ago. I hope a lot of you guys did that as well. I'm going to call up the day chart here on Square. We changed all of our icons, so I can't even tell which one is a chart. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this, guys. $35 down here was a little bit of a bottom. I was a little sad because of PayPal there was falling down, so I went back into the space. $35. I did sell some, I believe, in the 80s, but nice little price bump there for Square. So again, this is some of these calls. I also have JP Morgan, not to talk about some of the good calls, but JP Morgan I have in the 80s as well. And then Disney, you won't believe this one. We picked up Disney, I think it was $80.50 or something. So almost a very low wick here on that deep March 18th day. Brendan, give us something else.
Guys, just watch the market here. JFIN starting to go. Another one of these Chinese names. Big time volume alert just coming off here on JFIN. We broke $6 to the upside. That was that pre-market high level. Big volume spike though.
Jason.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to see on news like that, or, well, a pop like that is big time volume, actually the biggest volume since the open. It hasn't done anything like this. JFIN has been a name that we've usually been fading, but it's got a bit of a ways to go. There you go. So one of my charts isn't working. Unfortunately, that's my 3. But if you look at the daily here, you can look at a bit of a level coming up at about $7 if it ever gets there. I'll get that 3-minute reloaded back a little bit, but I'm now looking for a pullback in about 570 to 580. That was where there was some volume in the pre-market, but not a heck of a lot. So I wouldn't put too much weight into some of the pullback levels. I might be much more interested in looking at some of the resistance that would come around $7 on a JFIN moving to the upside. We're getting a bit of a pullback opportunity in Square as the market's looking to roll over. So got to have a plan of action. Mine is going to be see if we can pick something up in the 94.80 to 95 range. And if we hold VWAP, we'll hang on for dear life, hopefully all afternoon, if this wants to be a strong stock, which it has been so far.
Okay, guys. Yeah, some nice action on Instagram here today. So thank you for all of that love as well. Okay, guys. CLIR, we still have that trade. Great out down here, waiting for VWAP to break. We still are short CLIR, $2.44 right here. I told you about a 245 break, 250 break. We take that, and now we're running this stock to the ground as well. So nice little trade happening on CLIR. We hit it for the moonshot there, and what a moonshot that was. 270 in, bang. Now we go short. Let's see it break. I think we can get back down here, man. Let's put a bid about 195 and see if we can't capture 50 cents on this $2.50 name. So you guys want some winners. Here's another one for you right now. CLIR. It's a big trade right now. I mean, it's 10%. If you want this, it's 25 cents in, but we'll wait to see 195. I'm going to put my bid there right now, Brendan.
Only coincidence until there's more than 3, I think that saying goes, but SXTC, another Chinese name. Look at the volume starting to come into this one as well. Again, just took that pre-market high out. So a lot of these Chinese-based companies, guys, getting a lot of attention right now. Again, through 50 cents here for SXTC on a volume spike.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. If I see that happen, I'm going to see a couple of these names that I'm going to be looking to fade at some point. And if I say fade, I kind of mean sell into that spike in volume to the upside. If you see it happening across the board, I think there's going to be some decent opportunities to short it. When it comes to SXCT, it's a penny stock. So A, you want to make sure there's enough volume. B, you want to make sure you got locates. It's done 3 million, so that's okay. We can short this one for free. Just jumping quickly to the higher time frame, you go to the minute, you are going to see that there is a nice little level here at 55 to 60. So if it makes a secondary pop, short XSCT in front of that 55 mark, give it to 60 is going to be the play for me. I've reloaded some in Luckin Coffee. My price there is going to be 408, but I haven't picked anything else up yet. In Square, it bounced down to about 94.90. Thought it might bounce at 80, but it's looking like it wants to put in a nice little higher low here. It broke the 95. It's come back in. You heard about that price target raise to 95, which it's already taken out. So if we get any consolidation here, that's a decent place to add. Then make that run hopefully to the high of the day. It's just relative strength that we're playing here in Square. But my next mode of action, with only about 30 minutes to go in the show, is to look to see if we can't find some shorts in a couple of these names that Brendan just mentioned. Wafu with the move, SXTC, and of course we also saw JFIN make a move to the upside. Look to fade some of these.
Yeah, JFIN, I'm looking to go long. And I actually made a mistake there, guys. CLIR, I actually had a bid sitting down here at 18. I'm not even sure why, probably because of this level. So we are out of CLIR, and yeah, we are not caught with our pants down on this one. Big trading, one of our top stocks today. Look, you want the big caps? We've got the Disneys, we've got the CCLs. What else have we traded today? Facebook, Nikola, I'm still in that name right now. Let's check out Nikola right here. It's fallen down, so we did take a nice little trade. It's about flat now. We're long at 66, at 65.50 right here. We're going to give this one at least. Probably we'll get some out if it breaks through 65 again, but I still like this name to the upside. But we are dug in a little bit to this, so we'll see here what happens. 65 on that kind of a break, we'll get some out, but I still am looking for upside here on Nikola. That should be a good price target that eventually we do hit. Something else just filled us there. Hertz, nice little out there at 83, so that's been a big stock for us as well today. So we'll wait for Hertz. Here we go, I'll just show it to you. Out at 83 again, still holding on to this 90 short. We did not reload. Let's see what happens down here once again at 75, guys.
I keep looking for a reload on Hertz. I haven't gotten it. Luckin gave it to us. GNUS is also trying to give it to us. I do want to continue to come back to that one from time to time. We waited for a pop to be able to short this one. Did one time at 90s here. It's now consolidating a bit higher. I'm going to move my stop. We're looking at 420 before, but if it takes out 4 even, I think we'll get a better chance at another trade there. So 420 goes, that's when I'll definitely be done shorting this one, at least in the short term. But 4 even is going to be my current stop, and we'll add to prices at about 95 or so. I am short now at 92, so anything at an average price of 95 given to 4 even is not risking a heck of a lot. And remember, 375 big level right now. There was a lot of buying on a triple bottom here at 375 in GNUS. If that ever breaks at any point today, you're probably going to see me go short on that break. It is short sell restricted, so you need to get a little bit lucky. We'll have some on board if it breaks, but we're going to try to add to a position in the event that this breaks at any time of the day on GNUS. Been short this one basically since the pre-market. We had one shot, but then at 9:33, and we haven't been flat on GNUS since. Been short the whole way, guys.
Yeah, good job on GNUS. CCL, we just get out there. I'm not going to hold this name short as the market, or long, sorry, short actually, as the market rips up. So we get out for flat there, CCL. It's been a cash cow today. You've already seen us hit this button a few times. I hope you've enjoyed the ride so far on CCL today. We will look to get back short, but it needs to break through a few levels here before we do that. But Brendan, what's up?
There was an earnings name today, guys. MAS, they make bath fixtures for your home, up on higher sales for their latest quarter. Opened all the way up here, 49.22. So we are trending back to the upside, but a little bit of a volume spike here for MAS, showing some strength, guys.
MAS worth a look. I was trying to bottom pick at one point, and I never actually did do it in IQ. It did actually make a final bounce here, and it did say, you need to hold above 24 for me to be any remotely bullish. It's trying to do that now, but as I see the futures consolidating a little bit, this just looks like a nice breakdown opportunity at 23.70. So I haven't shorted it since the open, and we got out of everything for almost a $2 win there off the open and made a secondary move when I thought there'd be a long at some point. There was a bottom. I didn't get it, but now I'm looking short again. 23.70 on IQ. Yes, it's up 24%, but this consolidation gives you a nice trade to short the bottom using about 24 quarters and out. So you're only risking about 40, 50 cents. And if it does break, you get a good shot to test 23 again and a decent shot to even take out that low, or at least approach that low one more time. So IQ through 23.70, add that to my short list here. We do have luck in GNUS, Hertz. And of course we have Weight Watchers, which is holding right now around that 30 mark. Of course, if it takes out high a day, watch out for a long reverse, guys.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense there. Looking out for the high of the day in some of these names here. I'm just looking through some of my orders here. Make sure that I have them right, because like I said, that CLIR, let's see if that was a good out or not. Yeah, well, we got out at 220, 218, so that's a good one. Yeah, I'm just making sure we don't have too many orders out here pending as this day keeps going on and on and on. We are getting close to 25 minutes here. Almost time to drop our new segment, and this is a new video here, Morning Routine of Pro Traders. So get ready to rock and roll on that one with Neil. Well, we're all on there, but good little picture there, Neil. Thanks for the point there on that trade prep, but that's coming up in 15 minutes. So if you don't know what it was, Neil pointing that out, trade prep. We like that one. Can't be enough prepared, I guess, right? As we go through the market for you every single day. Damn it, CLIR, we get out a little too early there. That's why we got to double check. You got to trade prep here. Got to make sure we don't have those orders out. Nikola back to the upside here. We did hold that one. I tried to get more, but we didn't get any. So right now we are, hitting the table here a little bit on Nikola. Would love for this thing to get through where we got out last. 67 is my next target. We're long 66.20 here on NKLA, guys.
One other name that I haven't talked about is Digital Ally. It's trying to get back to positive on the session here. The volume is only solid at about 5 million shares, but just watch out if we ever take this sort of 520 mark. 515 would be positive on the day. but 520 looks like it could be a potential break at some point in this name. Just giving a few bullish ideas here because generally leaned short side all morning long, and there's going to be some opportunities if we do sustain some of this to the upside. You want to have some long ideas that you can certainly work with, guys. So one of them could be Digital Ally if it could turn green on the session. But we just got IQ into the short side there. That 2370 did break. First leg will look to take off in front of 23 even, then see if we can't retest that low. It's a tight stop trade. Whereas in the morning, we're willing to give it to the high, so you're risking 80 cents to a dollar. Here, I'm only risking about 40 or 50 cents to that 24.15 mark. Just some consolidation range here, looking for another leg down on IQ.
IQ, yeah. You know, I'm surprised I haven't actually looked at that name yet today, but IQ, a good one. Thanks, Neil, for that. Again, Nikola, I'm still waiting for the 67 to come. That's basically the only position that we have on of any real means here. Hertz coming to the downside. Let's check out Microsoft again for you traders. If you did want, look, I know there's a lot of names going through there. I see Watch GNUS here. Yeah, we've been talking about that. I know Neil's been on that today, so we are watching it. Don't worry. The best thing to do is, and I hate to say this, but if you have a super chat, it goes right to the bottom. We're doing the show for free. We would love to see that, and then we can talk about the stock that you're looking at. Other than that, we have another name right here from Brendan.
Another volume spike here, guys. Purple, PRPL, the mattress maker, just jumping up here on a volume list. Huge spike as we broke this really tight consolidation just underneath $17, starting to go to the upside. There was a couple of analysts initiating coverage on this one today, guys.
That just made me remember we were talking a bit about PayPal there. PayPal broke down all the way to 158, and I was thinking, look, if this had a shot to hold the top end of the range, it was going to be a potential breakout like Square, very, very similarly set up. Instead, it does the absolute opposite, and now it's holding VWAP. Again, if it breaks 160.50, a couple of things I'm going to look at here. One is, what am I doing on Square? Because if that's going to test back below that 94.80 mark and we get that kind of a downward move and the futures go through 3,100, I'm probably going to take off Square as much as I like it to the long side. My only long will be done. So watch out. There's lots of ways you can trigger out. But if PayPal can't hold 160.50, I think we could see a slide in some of these other names here as well. And again, the only long I even have on right now is Square. Everything else is short. Brendan, what do you got?
I just posted this up there, guys. Lennar had earnings in the, I think it was aftermarket yesterday. Yeah, it looks like it. Still higher on the day, but just a heads up, if you're trading Lennar, conference call just started for this one, guys.
I try to stay away from trading when the conference calls are going. If you're not listening, or at least have a source to make sure that something isn't said that's going to move the stock, you don't want to be trading blind on those. We had an example of that happen on the show. It was Wells Fargo during the call, and I tried to make a fade play while it was going on, thinking that nothing should have moved it that far, and I got absolutely blown up. So you aren't going to see me trading something during a call like that. I don't think it's worth that kind of a risk. A strong name today that is continuing to go here, Eli Lilly. I haven't made a trade on it yet so far today, but just watch how well this is held up throughout the morning. At some point, if we do head back southbound at 3,100, it's not that you want to short necessarily a relatively strong name, but 161 break can give you the VWAP for a nice little retracement trade. It's up 14%. Man, if it wants to go, I might take a shot at it. Yeah, GNUS is trying to head back to the upside, but guys, I have a stop. And I just mentioned that I'm giving it to $4, and it's not, I see a seller at $3.95, but there's also a seller at $4 even. So I've had profits on this one all morning long. We shorted it at $4, we shorted it at $4.05. We're getting out all the way down here, playing with house money. If it breaks $4 even, fair enough. The price of staying net short in what you believe is going to be an emerging trend is that at some point your last trade could be a losing trade. But if you're playing with that house money and you have a level you're working with, just stick with that. So I'm not moving my stop from 395. If 4 goes, I did slide it from 420 to 4 even. So now I'm risking less of a loss here with about 92, 93 as an average price. I was willing to risk more earlier when I thought a 375 break would happen. But at this time of day, I'm only going to give it about 8 to 10 cents for a loss there. So not moving my stop. It remains at 4 even. If it goes, I'm done with the shorts until it tests 420.
Okay, yeah, that magical 420.
Yeah,
but,
I don't make it a level. It just happens to be.
Yeah, no problem. We're just playing around with those levels. It is funny that it seems like those levels have been pretty key in the last little while. So 420, a nice little level there. Okay, we're going to take NVIDIA long, guys. We break above 361.50 or so here. Let's take this name long. You can't own a better stock, in my opinion, right now. So let's just wait to see what NVIDIA does here on the downside, or on the upside, sorry. If we do get going, we love NVIDIA there. Great CEO. CEO. They've got the best chips, some new deals. AMD's in the building as well with them. So we'll wait to see what does happen there. But right now we do have Valeria. What's up, Valeria?
Hey guys on the chat, so I guess you noticed that we pinned our merch mug today. So guys, let me show you how to order our merch. Well, you go to our home page, Stock Market Today by Trader TV Live. You go to the store and you can see all our merch shelf. Guys, more stuff is coming, so please write in the comments what would you want us to make next so you would order this, because we do this for real fans of Trader TV Live and love. By the way, we already ordered our merch. So guys, here you can see classic mug, you can see classic Trader TV t-shirt, all of us flossing, Brandon floss is coming also. You can see fruit salad hoodies, fruit salad t-shirt, and Brandon the Goat t-shirt is coming. This is my favorite one. I personally really wait for that. So guys, stay tuned. I'll make alert when it's available. And guys, you simply hit on the item. Brandon, let's go for anything. Yeah, t-shirt floss. You select your size, quantity, and to cart, and proceed to checkout. That's it, and that it arrives. You make a picture, post on the social media, and we retweet it, and we'll be very happy. That's all with the merch, guys. Hope you like it, and I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Thank you very much there, Valeria. We do like that merch. It's we got a lot of interesting things there for you guys if you enjoyed it. Hey, look, if you have a suggestion on something you think would be cool on a t-shirt, maybe one of our graphics that we have up here. I kind of like the new roller coaster one. Just let us know, drop it in the chat there, and we'll see if we can't make that happen for you. I did mention a little bit earlier about American Airlines looking for a potential role. Yeah, it's doing a heck of a lot of nothing here, so you haven't seen it pop in. It's going to need to break out of this to the downside 17, as I mentioned before, or get through this 1750 possibly VWAP before there's going to be a trade for me in American. It is getting close to lunchtime. You don't want to force trades. I actually have more positions on than you would normally see me in, and one of them is going to be Chesapeake. I mentioned this one on a 1550 break. I was able to get some shares here on the breakdown at 1546. The spread here, it says 5 cents now, but believe me, it's been a little bit bigger at times, 10, 15 cents it'll open up here. It's done 3 million shares. We already had one great short when it was halting on the way down. Now we're looking to see if it can't test the bottom again. So I'm not going to take anything out in front of 15. I am going to wait to see if it can get down to that 1460 mark, see if we can't get 70, 80 cents worth of a win here on another push down in Chesapeake. Brendan, what do you got?
Another one to look at, guys. Wells Fargo upping their Q2 forecast for Oracle. Still positive on the day, nicely 2.5% here. We're back above 54.5. Was a little bit of a pre-market level here, but 55 it looks like was resistance right off the bat this morning for ORCL. But big time strength here for that name today, guys.
All right, guys. Yeah, we do need a bang shirt or mug, maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Valeria. So there's a little bit of some feedback there. Thank you guys for that. So right now we're just, we can put our position board on right here and give you guys a quick little update. I'm going to comment on some stuff that's happening on the chat in a minute. Okay, right here, Hertz 198 short. That's been a banger. You guys already know about that position as well. Luckin, we're short there, but we're getting out of that. I don't know. That's a nothing trade. But our big one right now is Nikola on 6620 longs. We're going to try to get some more shares in that name as well. Look, a lot of people talking here on the chat. Neil and I have 18. If I do the math, I have 18 years. Neil has just a little bit under that. I think it's 35 or 36 years combined between myself, Brendan. It could even be more. And Neil, look, it's not day trading is something that does take a while. I see Bernadette there talking about 10,000 hours. Correct. You know, obviously there's lots of theories going out about that. You know, you're not going to become an expert trader overnight. You're not even going to become one in a year. And I don't think we are even close to that either. What we're doing is we're educating you. We're making trades. I have 276 fills today. Okay, guys, my fees are $42. So, you know, part of it is understanding how to make money, where your money comes from, how to properly analyze your fees, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, holding stocks, playing momentum, playing whatever. There's a lot of work to be done, and you're not just going to sit down. We do see Robinhood. Look, thank God for Robinhood. It gives you guys cheap fees, not just you traders, everybody gives you guys cheap fees to trade. But don't get too excited. I mean, you do have trades like that JFIN that will go up 600% in some days, but you need to not let greed take you over, guys. Make sure that you make the right plays at the right time and analyze your risk. Things aren't as simple as they may seem, especially the last month and a half. It seems like you buy something, you close your eyes, and bang, you're up 100%. Well, that's going to change, but take advantage of the fun that is now, but make sure you're learning. I mean, I think that's the most important. Learn as much as you guys can. Brendan, what up?
Another one we were talking about. Yeah, great point Sean was making there, guys. Don't expect to just sit down and start, making money hand over fist. Takes a long time, and I think what he said about understanding what you are good at, that is the key point there, and that alone takes time to accomplish. Just want to mention this one. Eli Lilly, they came out with positive trial data, late-stage trial data on a breast cancer treatment that looks pretty positive for them. So still kind of grinding up here for LLY, guys. Now 15%.
What?
Yeah, Eli Lilly's just been so strong all morning long. I mean, I actually thought there'd be a shot at that rollover at some point on this name, but yeah, not when it just takes off the top. I mean, you can't seem to stop this train to the upside. The only long I got on, I was just about to update you guys on Square, so might as well jump to it because I wish it was Eli Lilly. Unfortunately, it is going to be Square here. It did give a bit of a reload, but it was testing this 94.70 little bottom here, a couple of wicks down on the breakout at 95. It did test this. It didn't break, so we're still in the trade. It hasn't broken the high, however, so it's kind of a binary situation for me. It either breaks this low or we get a break of the high of day. If it breaks the high of day, I'll probably be looking to add to some of the position. But that's almost two trades in one. One, the core long that we're trying to hold for a bigger move, and then maybe a scalp trade, 96, maybe to 96 quarter or 96.40. So a couple of ideas that we're working with there. I still have the short in Chesapeake at 15.50. That one just came on. See if we can't push towards those lows as well. But the market, look, it's 11.47, and I'm looking over at the ES, basically in a 15 handle range. And if I jump to the NQ for you guys here, it's starting to make a move to the upside here. So Square, we like that long. If you're going to be short some names, as we're holding above 31 on the ES and the NQ coming back up, just make sure there's shorts that you like. Chesapeake going bankrupt, Hertz going bankrupt, IQ, nice pullback trade. Luckin, I think, is relatively weak. Weight Watchers is the strong one right now, and that's out of the money. But every other short is in a depressed name that I'm confident as the market comes upside. But watch out, Square in the money for us now.
Yeah, exactly. And talking about being in the money, we take NVIDIA right now long, 31.60. So we just take some out there, 99s, 96s. So a quick little 36 penny winner there on NVIDIA, and your boys got these shares. So don't worry, we're going to go upside here on NVIDIA. Hopefully, like Neil said, though, the market goes, we've got this one. I love this name, Jensen there, the CEO. Let's see if we can't keep going to the top side. NVIDIA just took some out, 98 there. So that's a quick little 40 penny win. And like we said, trade your book, not others, guys. I know that I trade really well on quick breaks. So there it is. We take it. We get out just below VWAP there. Now it fades back down. Let's wait to see if the future's still going. Love this NVIDIA long. So right now, guys, just a couple positions on. We can put the board on. Why not do that? We'll start it right here. Here we go. Yep, new position alert. So where is my new position alert thing? Let's hit that right now before we go. Oh, there it is. Air horn right here. Okay. Oh, CCL. What? I just got into CCL. I don't know if I wanted that one. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, here it is. Hertz, short. That's a big one. You already know that. LK, I'm just going to dump that. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Nikola right there. That's 50 cents out. And NVIDIA, that's that new long. So right now, basically, I'm more long than short. Big time here. So let's hope that this market can break upside. I think that was just a bad trigger here in CCL. So when that happens, you know what we do. And there it is. We get out. So right now, the big long NVIDIA and Nikola, guys. I'm going to clear up my orders, make sure it doesn't happen.
I want to give a shout out. I did miss it in the chat. Whoever spotted Peloton here, a big time shout out to you. This was a name that I literally sat down Monday morning and based on what happened over the weekend, said Peloton was going to be a long off the open. We did catch it right off the bottom. It was right off of a 47 level. It gave you the break to 50. It just bottomed out at 47 to the penny. and then made another move up to 51 this time. So inexcusable to miss that level. There is zero reason if you come in on Monday morning and have a nice level that you like on the week in a given stock that you're bullish on, and then you get a dip into that price right off the open, same trade almost, structurally there on Peloton. You got to make sure you stick those ones out. If you won on it one day, make sure you at least look at it the second day. So big miss for me over in Peloton. Should have had this one a million times over here at 47 just like yesterday. But I believe Brendan's got something for us.
A couple of things, guys. One from yesterday, NET here, N-E-T-E. They're teaming up with that Mullen Group from, I believe it's San Francisco on electric vehicle work. Huge volume spike here. It just went from $7, was doing nothing all morning long, from $7 now up to about $8.40 in a straight shot there. It is halted right now for volatility. We'll let you know when that reopens. Also, if you've noticed in the chat there, Valeria has put out the link for our latest education video, guys, coming up, morning routine and prep. It is out there. Go check it out. Have a look. Have 2 or 3 looks because there's lots of great information in there. Brand new education video, guys, for you out into the world. Go check it out over on Market Wisdom, guys.
Yeah, wow, 11:51 already. Yeah, thank you, Valeria. Hit that siren, guys, if you are ready to go watch it. Go have a look now. Go have a look whenever. Market, good little look there. If you do like that page, it's our Market Wisdom page. Lots of stuff on board there. I actually don't even have any fruit salad here with me today. I forgot to get it, but it's not fruit salad time. But if you guys do like fruit salad, we'll be having some of that shortly. I don't know what the lunch is going to be today. It's always pretty good. We have a caterer here. So we'll look at that. Okay, NVIDIA and Nikola, my only real positions on, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put the position board on just because we are getting to 12 o'clock. And for this time of day, it is true that I have more than usual. But the only thing that we still have a real position, a bigger position on, is going to be Hertz and Luckin. And we've been short those ones pretty much all morning long here. So Chesapeake, I do have 1546 to the short side. I haven't taken anything off yet. This is our second short in Chesapeake. IQ still short at that 2369 on that little break. The only long I have is that Square. We already took some profit out of that one. There should be a buy the dip opportunity if the market holds up. Call it 94.80, call it 94.90, something in that range with about a 70 out. Maybe give it a couple of extra pennies after that. I still am holding this Weight Watchers. It's put in a lower high and it hasn't broken through that at 30.30. So I'll sit here short 29.70. Again, risking about 60 cents to see if we can't make $1 or so more. This is a strong stock. That I just feel like was a little bit overextended, and without us, testing new highs, if we're going to be up 17%, and I'm going to get a shot here a couple of times. Look, it did test this 30-30 mark one time. When it failed, I actually had to chase it back down to 30. I probably should have got something in the 30-20 range. It's now starting to slide back to the downside. Sloppy by me not being able to get in here a little bit faster. I'll chalk it up to too many stocks at once because the market wasn't moving very much when it made this failure. Should have got something 20 cents better, but that's splitting hairs. I'll take some out on the VWAP break. I'll take some out in front of that 29.20, but ultimately I am looking for a 29 even break and a test of 28.75. These orders you can see for profit have been in since 11:02. I put one at 11:10, so I've been sort of hunting this one for about 40 to 50 minutes now, holding on to this short. Just got the first leg out there now. Some trades, I know we trade a lot of styles here, like a Weight Watchers, a scalp trade when it initially broke, but when it bounced back to the upside, this is me looking for short entries on that lower high. I'm prepared to hold that for an hour, 2 hours. Very, very different from some of the other trades you might see us put on. We try our best to make sure we explain all that to you, but if we fail to do that, let us know about it in the chat, let us know about it in Twitter, and we'll try to explain our thoughts as best we can.
Yeah, exactly. And Nikola right here, that's another thought that I have. I'm trying to buy some cheap 65s here, waiting for 64 to break. It doesn't look like it has the momentum today, so maybe Nikola today doesn't want to go up like crazy, but that's okay. We are in that one, a decent position as well for Nikola. Same amount of shares we have in Nikola that we do in NVIDIA. So here we go. We're long right now, 361 and change. Our best out is right here before VWAP. We're a little bit nervous here because you see the futures are starting to turn away from 31.20, and that's never really a great sign. So we'll wait to see if it turns itself around. But NVIDIA just bouncing around. I have targets up here, just so you guys know, 363, 364-ish. We'll take some off if we do get to break VWAP first. But Nikola as well, big time targets to the upside on that one. I'd love to see it get back to 68, which would be a monster for us. So that's what we're doing right now. It's been a super fun show. With only 5 minutes ago, we didn't have any guests of the day today. If you did want that, you can send in your email to become a guest trader of the day. We'd love to have that segment as well. So here we go. Futures coming down a little bit here. So we do have to watch out. NVIDIA, we will get out just to let you guys know through 360.50. It's about here. I don't want to hold it through all of this. We will hold the rest through 359, but we will get out of some here if it does fail, because look at the market here, guys. We don't need to retest the bottom. This thing could drop. I mean, you saw it already at 353, so we'll watch out for these NVIDIA longs. Other than that, pretty good show, pretty good day.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the cash cow for Chesapeake here, and I feel like I'm going to want to be short this one all afternoon if I can, but it's starting to go. 1546 on a 1550 break was our entry point. It did try to wick you out here, but you can't. Look, if you see wicks like this in Chesapeake, part of this is due to liquidity. I can tell you that the bulk of any trading did sort of resist at about 1580, so it never really gave you a real test of 16 even on that push up. If 15 goes, I'll still have more than half my position. If the low of the day breaks, I'll probably be out of everything but about 10%, maybe 20%. We do want to see if we can't hold on. But when you already get a gigantic flush, I'm not expecting the secondary move to be bigger than the first. I think that's a bit wishful thinking at lunchtime. So Chesapeake working in the money for us. The only long I have on is Square, which is basically break even on that 95 break. But it's been a good morning. It's been a great one. Do make sure Valeria has dropped the link that you stick around for our Market Wisdom channel as we're doing that trading preparation video. But if we are ready, I do think we have, no, not yet. We'll get to what could be some earnings in just a little bit here. But I am going to update you on Hertz, guys, because this one continues to go downside. I've been net short a few names here all morning long. I just got out of Hertz for the first time since 10, 15, or 11 o'clock. So it's been 57 minutes since I took an execution on Hertz. Waiting for it to test 180. I'm still going to hang on. I'm short at 194. I want 175 to break. I want that to happen in Hertz. I want it to happen and then eventually give us 140 sometime this week. I'm going to be short this one every single day, below 2 even, or every single pop. But now we're ready for Brendan and our earnings board.
I didn't even realize what time it was. Yeah, the time flies when you are having fun, as they say. We have to have a look at what's coming up after market today, guys. We're not really in earnings season anymore, but a couple of notable names as far as the earnings world goes, both tonight and before the open tomorrow. So have a look. Here we go. Yeah, the big one we mentioned a couple of times today, Oracle up there in the corner. I noticed Groupon doing a lot of volume today, and I guess that's why. Groupon reporting as well.
I didn't even realize they still exist. But okay, Groupon, yeah. Oracle's going to be a big one. They always say something nice in their reports, and then we see what happens after the report comes through. So we'll see Oracle tomorrow. But that's why you want to sign up for our watch list and be with us right away at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll review some more levels. Hopefully we'll be able to hit things like CCL once again and just continue to go crazy. But it's been a big show here. You saw the market today, very wild, and I think we did a good job trading it. So I hope you're as profitable as some of the trades we gave you were. If not, that's okay. Learn from your mistakes, and we will be back tomorrow, guys. So yeah, hit that video up. If not that one, hit another one. Market Wisdom page, very popular. Make sure you guys check it out.
Yeah, you know, it's as much as it's been a good morning, I'll tell you guys right here, for me, the down point was when I took too many losses in terms of a couple of longs when I tried to pick a couple of bottoms. Instead of just sticking to the one name or two names that I was bullish on and had an actual entry for, Square is an example of that. So don't hesitate. If you have a bias and you have reasons for it, stick with it and stick to your stops as well. So you got to have those rules. But we need to get to Valeria because my mouth is watering. I can see what day it is today, and this is a good one.
Hey guys, hit the link I'm sending out on the chat and find out how professional traders are preparing in the morning, and subscribe to our educational channel. We have a lot of very helpful videos there. Guys, thank you very much for joining us today. For all of your support and subscriptions, I remind you that we are trading live every day at this channel. And guys, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. We're at this channel. And guys, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. We're like 70 likes away from 1,000. You will make us very happy. Please like this video if you haven't yet. And as usual, I'm saying what national day is today, so I heard Neil like that. So guys, today is the National Fudge Day.
You did. You pronounced fudge correctly. Yeah, National Fudge Day. So yeah, I mean, I like all things fudge. You got to find a good chocolatier that can make them properly, and then you will not regret your decision to mow down on some fudge.
Yeah, there's about one reason not to enjoy. Look, if you happen to be allergic for some reason, my sympathies go towards you on that one. But I promise you, Brendan, are you on board with fudge? What do you got here, buddy?
I got to go maple, guys. Maple all the way. Yeah, it's Canada. Come on.
Can't argue.
Maple.
Agreed. I love the maple fudge. That would be my choice as well. So,
there it is. We did it.
Right in front of Brendan. You know, I got to admit, that's probably, there we go. That was a pretty good middle thing there. So what does that mean, 1,000?
We got there.
Yeah.
I guess that's 1,000. So there we go,
Good
guys.
job.
Thank you so much for that. 1,000 likes. So we like that. But it's 12 o'clock. Neil, wrap this. Go.
Yeah, thank you guys. Right on the nose, we get to that one. Right on the nose, we end the show right here. Make sure you jump into our Market Wisdom channel. We just dropped that video on trade preparation, and we're going to be doing some more of those every single week. We're going to bring you more educational videos. For the entire team here down the line, Valeria, thank you for dropping Fudge Day because it makes me hungry, and it's a good thing it's lunchtime. Sean, there you actually got the fruit salad look, but we didn't get any. We'll make sure we get you some after lunch for some dessert. And Brandon Wickens is always doing a fantastic job, looking dapper in that vest, if I do mention so myself. And I'm Neil Roberts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
See ya.